What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawnyScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawnyScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawnyScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Shawn. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Oh, my bad. I guess I got to take that down, right?
Yeah, you got time. You got time. It's early.
I was on the other page. Good morning.
Early.
Good morning. Welcome to Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. It's Jay Black and Shawnny Scott.
Shawnny Scott, Mike and Mo is out today. What is it? May the 9th? May the 9th.
May the 9th. Yep. The day after Mother's Day.
Mother's Day was yesterday. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I guess we'll get into your Mother's Day in a minute or two. But yeah, man, this month is going by fast. I still got my heat on. I'm trying to understand why is my heat on May 9th. But I guess that's another story. I guess on the East Coast. I know y'all in Texas, it's hot all the
heat
time.
on. Yeah, boy, if I had the heat on, I would burn up. I don't have, actually, it's at a point right now where I don't have to have anything on. So there's no heat, no air on.
It's just the
I
natural.
just open the window. Yeah.
Let a natural breeze come through. Yeah. Well, up here it's cold. It's rainy, cold. They said we got enough rain for the last 3 days. That's normally for a whole month plus or whatever. So it was tons of rain up here.
Now, I'm flying in. We are flying in Wednesday, and I've been watching the weather there. It looks like when we come, it'll be up to 70.
Yeah.
But I'm still packing some hoodies too.
No, it's going to be it should be good. The weather for this week is Nikki White Chocolate. What up? Yeah, the weather's gonna be nice this week though. So yeah, you should be good. No projected rain until next Saturday. So should have a nice little 3-day run up in the city.
Yeah, and we leave Saturday morning. So
good. So
Shawny's
coming to the East Coast. Her and her boo thing hitting the East Coast, New York City, Apollo for Mike's show. So and the vacation and the getaway, so it should be nice.
And to go shopping.
No, you don't want to just go to New York to go shopping. Everything is marked up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Everything is marked up.
Don't matter. It's just money. You prepare for it.
Oh, that's what we doing. Okay. Hey, come on, Stace is just money. You know, Shawnny coming to New York and she gonna go shopping. Wow.
It's this place though that I want to go called
Canal Street. It's called Canal Street. That's what it's called.
It's in Brooklyn. It's called Food for Niggas. Like for real, you laughing? It's called
food for Negroes.
No, Food for Niggas.
For my niggas.
Niggas. Like
what is it? Wait. I thought you was playing food.
No, Food for Niggas. Negus. They sell if you're into, the holistic lifestyle, and holistic cures and whatnot, they sell food for that. Negus. They're on Instagram. Food for Negus.
Niggas.
Not niggas.
That's a little too close for me.
Food for
Negus. They got Dr. CB approved items delivered to you.
So Negus I believe Negus is a country in Africa.
Nikki thought the same thing I thought. You sound like you said food for niggas.
Food for niggas.
That's my niggas. That's like
niggas.
Yeah, that's too close though. I was like, okay.
No, but Negus is like a place in Africa, for
Oh,
real.
that's a real
Yeah,
see,
it's a real
I gotta
place. And
get out
so
more.
they sell. Well, when I had breast cancer, soursop is what I didn't do chemo, I didn't do radiation, and I, was cured. A lady down in the Bahamas gave me soursop, and at the time when I got diagnosed with breast cancer, soursop was not legal in the United States.
Okay.
But people were like people that weren't American were using it
Was
to
using it.
cure themselves. And so she gave it to me when I was down in the Bahamas, and she told me, she said, you drink this when you go back to the doctor, they're not going to talk to you about radiation, they're not going to talk to you about chemo, and you're going to be cured. There's going to be no more cancer. And when I got back to the States and went to the doctor a few weeks later, what she said was exactly what happened.
Step by step.
So, so yeah, and they sell it there because it's hard to find and it's seasonal. It's a seasonal fruit. It's called soursop, but like in Mexico, they have the same fruit, but it's called something else. I can't remember the name that they call it there. And so I'm gonna get some of that and have it shipped back. And then they have all kind of juices, and then they have seeded watermelon. They have the seeded limes. So that's one of the places that we are hitting, so I can get some stuff.
Well, let me know how that is for you. I mean, I believe you. Sound like it's healthy. A hot drink. So yeah, it's a legit word. So okay, legit. I like you just said.
Yeah,
I don't know if they
fruit
can be using
does.
Dr. CB name like that though.
But they follow his practices. They follow his practices. I'm not sure if they're connected with what but basically it's they don't sell online. I've never seen them sell his products per se, but they're in line with everything that he has taught
as he
and
taught
whatever
his
he
teachings
promotes. Yeah.
and yeah. I still got stuff that he sent me. Yeah. Good old Dr. CB. He was a good dude.
And you never used it.
He had me. We had a nice relationship because we had him on the show so many times. I was the point contact, and I used it sometimes, but I wasn't consistent. I wasn't consistent at all. And he was like, "Hey, this is stop this, is it this?" And he would always
You
send
might not be
stuff, and I would
having
give
them
it to other
issues
people.
you having now.
No,
You
like you said, yeah. What? Yeah, you're right. The bones and the whatever. Yeah, but I never did. Yeah, it's one of them things in life. You look back, it's like, I should have took full advantage of that. But hey, good old Dr. CB. All right, so New York, Shiny's coming to town, so that'll be good.
And I gotta eat. I'm gonna eat. Like I did a nice little cleanse the last couple of weeks, so when I come, I can eat.
Summertime. You shooting for the summertime fine? That's what we doing.
No, I did it so I could eat. So when I gain weight, I won't,
Oh,
be going over.
I would lose weight
I
now.
lost some weight so I could gain some weight.
I'm making room. I'm being proactive.
Yeah, I lost some weight so I could be the same size when I finish eating because in New York, I like food in New York. I love the food better in Miami, but I do want to hit up a couple of Cuban spots. I definitely got to get some pizza and definitely are going to get in. He wants to get a Philly cheesesteak in, so.
Oh, so y'all gonna come down to the city? Or
I don't know. We're like gonna go all over. I was trying to plan out a thing, but he's spontaneous. He's like, "Nah, don't worry about it. When we get there, we just do whatever."
It could be a day trip to ride down to Philly. Like I said, for me, I would say just go hit South Street, Ishkabibble's. That's always going to be my thing. That I'm gonna suggest. I mean, of course, there's a bunch of other dope spots, but yeah, that's a nice little hour and a half drive.
I like Pat's in is that where it is, or is it in Paulsboro?
No, it's South Philly. Pat's and Geno's. There's the South Philly staple down stadiums and all that. But yeah, I mean, if you want to take that drive down, that'd be good.
No, we just hop on the Amtrak.
Oh, hop on the train.
Hey, Shawn.
Good morning, Shawn Robinson. All right. I know we got a couple things we're going to hit on today. But first, your Mother's Day yesterday. Anything special? Anything you want to talk about? Anything happen?
Listen, I don't really celebrate holidays. Like I always tell the girls, y'all ain't got to give me nothing for Mother's Day. We'll just spend time together. Good morning, Kathy. Hey, Shawn. So
you just like time. So some people for Mother's Day, they don't want no time with their kids. That's their getaway. That's their free day. So you're saying for your Mother's Day, you'd rather spend some time actually with your kids. Wow, that's an interesting concept.
I mean, that's it. But they went, and so he took them like I guess a week ago to go get my Mother's Day present. And then I saw it in the back of his car, so I picked it up and was like, should I just take this with me?
Should I take this new wig with me?
Should I just take this with me? No, the girls got me some little Bath and Body Works stuff that I like. Just nothing major.
How you know it was for you? It could have been for his, his people's, or you just assuming that it was for you.
It wasn't for his people. It was for me. So he was like, yeah, that's it. That's what the girls got you. And tomorrow we're going to do such and such. And I was like, we really don't have to. Like, you can really get some rest. And so, but my mom wanted us to go to church with her.
Okay.
At 7:00 in the morning.
7 in the morning.
Well, service started at 8, right? Listen, we up in church heathens. We ain't been to church and I don't know how long.
Ever. And here you go at the first one. You ain't even at the third service. You at the bright and early.
Look, man, we go up in the church. We cute, and all. We met my mom at the church. I ran into one of my old record reps. Shout out to Mike Kelly and Arista Records. He's an usher up there. I'm like, dang, you ushering at the thing? Good morning, Joy. He's like, yeah, Shawn, it's good to see you. We go and sit down upstairs. And this is one of those mega churches in Dallas. And so we sitting up there on our phones talking, me and the girl.
Ignorant. That church ain't been there forever.
Church. Yeah, and and I just had to, kind of realize, oh, we at church, y'all. We can't sit here and do, we were just doing what we normally do. And then my mom came and sat with us and church started, and then I fell asleep.
You all foul. So you come there like you always do this. Now you're on the phone, and then you fall asleep doing the word.
Yeah, because the girls were looking at me. Their dad came. Him and his wife came and picked them up. Saturday, and so they weren't with me Saturday, and they came back for Mother's Day, and so they're looking at me and they're like, "You went and got your nails done." This is happening in church while praise and worship is going on. You went and got your nails done. You got your toes done. You got your eyebrows done. They just having a fit, and we going back and forth. The people turning around, looking at us like,
heathens don't belong.
And then when the pastor started, when we got to sit down, because you got to stand up forever. You got to stand up for praise and worship. You got to stand up and say you a visitor.
Yeah, you would know that if you went to church more frequently. Yeah, you would know that. But go ahead.
I mean, I grew up in church. I thought they would have changed.
So you the Easter Sunday church goer, you the Mother's Day. You just for that special occasion once a year.
If my mama asked me to go, if she asked us to come, then I try to go, but she don't ask that often. Like, I think this is the first time this year asking us to go. So we went, but I fell asleep in the end. And when we went to her house, good morning, Tam, and she made breakfast. We got to her house and fell asleep again. And we had breakfast, and she was like, well, y'all should be rested because you slept all through church. Like, look, ma'am, I made it. I got there on time at 7:45. So I deserve a Chick-fil-A brownie for that.
Well, interesting. Yeah. So good. So
and then after that, the girls went back with their dad. Their dad came and picked them up. They spent Mother's Day with him.
So you did get some alone time for Mother's Day, like some mothers want that alone time by themselves, not with the kids. But you would have preferred to be with your kids. That's
I would have preferred. We spent, because I guess they left with their dad about maybe 3 or 4, somewhere around there.
So you got half the day for the most part. Actually more than half, because y'all were up since service at 7. That's funny.
Yeah. And then after that, me and Penny hung out and we watched. Well, I got to catch up on Ozark.
Okay.
I got to catch up to the time. Yeah. And that was it. That was my day.
Stacy said, question, how old were you when you started buying your mom really nice Mother's Day gifts? So apparently her son must have gave her something that Stacy is about the thought process. Stacy, don't be like that. It sounds like she
You know what? My mom is the same way, because what we were gonna do for her for Mother's Day, she was like, "Nah, don't do that." Like, it's for my mom, for me to give her something really nice, I gotta like do it on a not holiday. But on a holiday, she'd be like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Mm-hmm. You said you don't want that. That's what she said.
My mom, but I'm like that too with the girls. I'm like, y'all ain't got to buy me that.
You ain't got to go through all that. You ain't got to do that. Just spending time. But no, the kid's supposed to do. I know my son came home with a bunch of stuff they made. They did in school with the birthday coupon. I mean, the Mother's Day coupon, and you're the best, and why that person is the best to them. All that little stuff, and that's what Mother's Day is about. It's not supposed to be about the extravagant gifts, Stacey Mitchell. It's not supposed to be about nice, super nice items. It's the way kids show you that they appreciate you as their parent. And she wants some extravagant. What in the world's wrong? But I digress.
Well, I don't know. What did you get Lady Q?
Yeah, I said I had to tell the ninja. See?
Wait a minute. I had to tell the ninja. He 20 and bought a damn car and one bundle of cheap ass $1 store flowers. $2 damn flowers. I mean, Stacey, it's not the stuff that counts.
Yes, maybe that's all he could afford at that moment. From his, he did have other responsibilities, maybe, and he knew his Mother's Day was coming. He should have planned better. I know all the thoughts that you're thinking.
Well, Stacey, what did you want? Let me ask this: What were you expecting for Mother's Day, or what would you have liked to receive for Mother's Day?
I don't care. As long as it had been something better than that. Sequisa, Edge Up, like, is that my birthday gift hanging on the wall June 10th? Yeah. WokeUpInspired.com. That's your gift. We'll get it shipped right out. She'll get it shipped right out. Mother's Day, it's supposed to be, Sequisa.
Hey, Billy.
Billy says happy Mother's Day, Shani.
Some damn Walmart diamonds for the second home. Okay. The Walmart little jewelry. Have you walked by a Walmart jewelry case? When they got the jewelry in there?
That stuff is real? Yeah. I've seen it before. I just assumed everything was
kind of flashy. Like, I'm like, because one day I was like, wait a minute. I kind of like that in there. What some of them are?
She said, no, he be buying weed. He got money to buy weed. But
he buy weed, but he got you some flowers and a card. Well, I don't know. And I don't know if I had a son, would I do it differently? Probably not.
My wife didn't want anything, Billy said. See,
just
I love
peace.
Stuff like
That's
that.
all I be wanting is peace. Let me see. Did the girls have an argument yesterday? I don't think they argued yesterday. So that's a good day when they don't argue.
Yeah, I end up Lady Q, because I was a little slick with mine. I was a little slick. So I got her, because usually she's not my mother. So generally, you're not my mother, you're not getting anything. You're not my mother.
But she's the mother of your.
I know. I just always think that you're not mine. So Mother's Day is for your mother. But in honor of her, always, she does a lot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a little something. And it'd be from Caden, but I wanted to get out of cooking. So I said, look, if I give you your Mother's Day gift now, would you cook? I know. It was slick, right? And if you want your gift now, or I can go get up and cook for you, and you get your gift later. She wanted to give her.
Jay Black. Oh my God.
It worked.
You done both.
I didn't have to get up and cook yesterday morning. She did it. She was so excited. I knew when she saw her gift, she was going to be super excited.
Well, what did you get her? What did you get her?
I got her. I did two things actually. She had two bands from her old wedding set. So I had the two bands because she don't need it no more now that she upgraded.
You got her the new ring.
I got those bands cut down to earrings, so they're diamond earrings now.
Okay.
And I got nice. And one of them infinity symbols. She liked this infinity symbol. She saw it's infinity symbol chain. She was super excited, didn't expect all that. So all that cooking went out the window.
That's
Bam.
terrible, Jay. You should have gave her that, and you should have cooked. It's
But
one day, Jay.
Evil face. Squeezer gave me the evil face.
It's one day. Yeah, you do deserve the evil face because you should have cooked. That's not okay. See, there you go.
I did. I was like, look, if I give you these Mother's Day, I knew she was gonna be super excited. So that's, and it worked.
Lady Q, how did he present it?
I presented it nicely. I was, I did the thing, and I knew she was gonna be so excited. She couldn't wait to get up and cook. Cause I was like, I want some French toast. I want some bacon. I want some scrambled.
It ain't about you. It was about her.
Fathers always get itched on, but the gifts were so nice that it didn't mind. Yes, fathers always get itched on. Even on Mother's Day, I see people talking about
this woman make breakfast for you every day, and you telling me one day you couldn't make breakfast for her, Jay Black?
I could have, but she was so excited. She was so excited for her gifts. Those were some really nice gifts.
No, you, my friend, cannot say fathers get shitted on. You can't because you don't. This lady does everything for you. So one day you could have did something for her. You are not a father that gets shitted on. At least not by Caden and Lady Q. You don't. No, you don't. You beatboxing. You don't. You don't. So for one day, you could have made her breakfast. You should do it for a week. Try that for a week.
Try to make breakfast for a week. Maybe because maybe this week. Maybe because since we're gonna do some best ofs this week, we've been on for a year, people. So we're gonna run some best of.
Look at that segue.
We need some time off. So starting tomorrow through the end of the week, we're gonna have some best of. So that takes care of that. But I felt like those gifts, Shawnee, those gifts was really nice. Imagine you got something that you really wasn't expected, that it was really nice. You don't mind doing for that person at that point, right?
I mean, you don't mind. She don't mind doing for you anyway. If you do something or not, Lady Q is not that type of chick. She's not that type of woman. We talking about you. You should have made breakfast. You need to do something unexpected. The present was good. I'm not gonna take
presents. There was 2 presents. They was really nice.
Yeah, those were. You
wasn't
really
expecting
nice.
it. You was not expecting it. That's a
You've
shot.
been on it since Christmas.
When it comes to the gifts, yes, that's my love language. How y'all be talking about your love language? Yeah,
yes,
I may not do all this super. I'm not coming with the bouquet of flowers because flowers die. I hate giving somebody flowers just for them to be dead. That's not my lane. But I have my own thought process. But when it comes to when I do stuff, it's nice. And
yeah, it is nice.
Unlike Nikki,
you have been on it. With the
Nikki said her 22-year-old funky little son gave her a funky text message. That's all she got was a little text message.
Did it at least say Happy Mother's Day, Mom? I love you.
But it could have been a nice deep message, and Nikki ain't grateful for that. It could have been, all the years I appreciate her. It could have been a real sentimental text. And she no card, no flowers. Nikki, did he do more? I want to know. She said she just wanted to sit down.
His wife wanted to sit down. That's how I am sometimes. It's like, look, I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, they didn't. They just wanted, no arguing, just a peaceful household. Nice. Thank you, Stacey, for showing some love for a change. Thank you. Stacey always usually coming out.
She always show you love. What you talking about? Showing some love for a change. But you was wrong for not making breakfast.
No, I'm not wrong for not cooking. She was so excited that she wanted to cook. Good morning, Ashley.
You gave her an ultimatum. You said, I give you your present now, and then you cook. Or
it was a question. And it wasn't no ultimatum. There was no such thing.
You gave her ultimatum.
It was not. Stacey, Ashley, what the boys do for you, Ashley?
Good morning, Ashley. He said, if I give you your gifts, will you cook XYZ? He held my gifts for ransom. A French toast. Yes, exactly. You should have made the French toast. You should have presented her the gifts and presented her breakfast in bed. Now, had you done that, you would have really. She the mother of your kids. She is the mama.
I'm not killing that moment because that was a nice gift. I was impressed with myself. Because she mentioned about that infinity necklace at a jewelry store. That was months ago. So she had no idea that I went back and I got it. So that was like a dope surprise. So you're not gonna steal my joy, Shawnee. No.
Boy, shut up.
No. That was big. Guys don't listen. Especially me, I generally don't listen. So I made a mental note that she really liked that chain. And I came back on my own and got it. and bam, surprise. Like, that's big for me.
Okay, well,
You don't want to give me just all because I didn't cook. See how you?
I am giving you credit. I said you've been on it with the presents since Christmas. Christmas, you've been popping with the presents. The presents have been.
I don't even have
amazing.
a platinum ring. My ring ain't even platinum. Like I don't. She got something I don't even have. I give up everything for her. What are you talking? See, you
So
give me
why
no credit.
you buy yourself a platinum ring? You upgraded hers. Why you ain't upgrade yours too?
Because it wasn't about me. It's about her, right?
So Mother's Day was about her. You should have gave her the gift and presented her with breakfast in bed.
I want to know what Ashley's boys did. I want to know, did y'all really enjoy your Mother's Day? Unlike Stacy and Nikki, they got text messages and Stacy, you know, she got, you know, the little lighthearted gifts and they wanted more. I don't understand, but I think you're supposed to just enjoy the time with your kids and the fact that they appreciate you. Let's keep it moving. But if he got money to buy weed, he should have spent more money on her. So this is all interesting to me. Morning Afro
holidays are stressful because I remember was it Saturday night? I was thinking, I don't feel like hearing people. I didn't hear from you for Mother's Day, and I wanted to post something on Facebook and just say Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I'm not texting nobody. I'm not calling nobody. Happy birthday to everybody.
Oh, you don't like all the group text messages?
Mother's Day.
The text.
Because it'd be so many text messages. Happy Mother's Day. I appreciate it. You know, thank you. But then you got to sit down and respond to all that.
You got to send something back. But can we acknowledge Billy's comment, please? Can you read that out loud for me, please?
Jay Black said he don't listen. That's a full breakthrough.
Can we acknowledge? See, I just asked him just be acknowledged. I truly don't listen. I really don't. So if I do listen, that's me trying to make that change, and that's a breakthrough moment. And I just wanted my credit. But
I mean, you got credit. You did good. You did good for Mother's Day. You did good for Mother's Day. You did good Valentine's Day. You did good Christmas.
It was Christmas, and then it's her birthday literally the week after that, and then it's Valentine's Day. That's like 4. Yes,
you own it. Keep up the good work, Jay. Keep up the good work.
And it shouldn't be about it should not be about monetary gifts neither. It should be a nice card sometimes, or a nice just dinner, or like shouldn't have to be gifts to really show someone that you appreciate them. You know, that's my opinion. But you know, y'all got y'all standards and what y'all expect. You know, you want wigs and things.
No, I don't expect nothing. No, I told them it's only 2 holidays that I expect something: my birthday and Valentine's Day. Because I do something with the girl. I've always done something with the girls and my mom for Valentine's Day. And then our birthdays, I go all out for that. But Christmas, and I told them, you ain't even got the stress. You ain't got the, because the girls they're not, you know, they're past that phase. When they were little, I used to buy them a whole bunch of presents, do the Christmas tree.
If they're working, I think if they're working and earning income, that's when it starts to shift a little bit. Like Nikki said, her son is 22. I mean, you know, all he sent was the text message. But go ahead, read the text that he sent.
This is the message that Nikki's son sent her. Happy Mother's Day, babes. Love you so much, kid. You do everything for me. Without you, I'll be nothing. That's sweet.
That is a nice message. That is.
Yeah, that's a nice message.
It wasn't just a Happy Mother's Day with a heart and that. So he put it. He's shared,
acknowledging that you are the reason why he is who he is. Without you,
yes. And Nikki's waiting for the doorbell to ring for a delivery the whole time. No, Nick, you got that text, you know. So just remember that when it's his birthday, you send him a nice message back.
Imagine the mess after he would have cooked. And then, after you cook breakfast, Jay, then you have to clean up the kitchen, not her clean up. Did you at least clean up the kitchen after she cooked?
You know what's funny about cleaning the kitchen? She said to me afterwards, she said, you notice every dishes was clean. She left the pots on the stove that I would need. Like, she left everything set up for me to cook. I didn't even notice that. But I thought that was funny that she tried to, you know, encourage me to cook without encouraging me. But I had other plans. I was excited about the gifts. I even left
the spices and the pots and pans on the stove as a hint. I was very surprised by my gifts and loved them. Yeah, those were nice gifts.
It was really nice, both extremely nice. And I listened. I think that's the big part. I listened and follow through with something that you were not expecting. That is the ish. And that's not something that I ever do like that, to really like, oh, you know what? Let me store that in the mental bank, text myself a reminder. Bam, I'm gonna make sure I come back to this. Like that was big. What Joy say happened with her?
Joy said mine was peaceful. 21-year-old got me flowers, cards, and a gift card. I laid in bed all day. That's my kind of that right there, Joy. That's what I'm talking about. That part. Laid in bed all day. Watch TV. Yeah. Oh, Tashambi. What's up? Good morning, Tashambi. Is it wrong if a father doesn't help their child fully buy Mother's Day gifts? If that mother put him on child support, oh my God.
Exactly, Tashambi.
Support.
If we got beef in his child, you got that's your Mother's Day gift. The fact that I'm struggling over here because you eating up all this money on child support, you think I'm going to kick out additional money? You better make that card.
Crazy. The girl's dad would always, they would call him and say, we need to get our mom something for Mother's Day. So he would either send the money or take them to get it. But this year, Slow took them. That's who they told. They want to go get.
No, but that's real for a lot of fathers out there that's hurting with child support.
You should get the mom something for Mother's Day for the kids.
Real.
You should get the mom something because, like, even I would get the dad something for Father's Day. I would take the girls and be like, okay, you got to get your daddy something nice for Father's Day.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, no, that's you teach them that, and then eventually they start doing it. And good morning. Actually, did you get my message, Jackson?
Why did she say what's next though? Like, all right, next. Like, can we live in that moment, or she like? I don't know what that means.
The earrings was dope. What's next? Yeah, what you gonna do to top it?
No,
what's next? What's the next holiday? So Father's Day comes up next. So she's gonna do something for you. Exactly. After Father's Day, what's the next holiday?
I should be good to Christmas. I should be good.
Yeah, so Christmas, it gotta be fireworks and everything going off.
What's next? Action. Good morning. You got the link? Action, come pop on with us. Yeah, I know you got an event coming up. We should talk about it. What Ashley got going on with her 4 boys?
The middle and the twins made breakfast and did Pandora. Okay, the oldest was away. Friday was his senior prom, and he was out all weekend. It was a good day. All right.
That's good. That's a classic Mother's Day. Classic. Something simple. That's perfect. Perfect.
Oh, okay. Nikki said my daughter went all out. That boy of mine has a job and smokes hella weed.
She keep focusing on the son. She expected more out of him. He got money for all that weed, but he ain't got money to put into his mama. That's too funny.
Mine brought a card sealed and didn't sign. Oh Lord, yeah, you got to at least sign it and say, hey. But going back to Tashambi and this child support,
do you really think that we really read the words of cards? But okay, Tashambi's laughing at you. That child support is real, homie. Like that's a real tough decision. Our anniversary, July 22nd.
Oh, okay. Oh, July 22nd. Let me write that down so I can remember. July 22nd. Yeah, buddy. That's not that far away. That's July 22nd. Lady Q and
it's always something. It shouldn't be about money though. I think the anniversary. I think it should be more about. Then it's gonna be a getaway. Then it's gonna still be money, a bunch of money.
You said July 22nd.
Yeah, 7/22.
July 22nd. Yeah, y'all gotta go do something. And I got my crabs. Well, that's good.
So Jeanette woke up in a group text. Gave everybody gifts and got okay. Nice. Yes. That part, Shawnee. I don't know.
Speaking about child support. So there are people that believe that I shouldn't say necessarily women don't need child support, but they feel like child support is too much. What's your thought? Do you believe, not with your situation, Jay, but overall, do you believe that the mom needs child support if she has the kids, if she is the custodial parent?
Wait a minute. So you said, do I believe that the mother needs it if you're the custodial?
Yeah, if she's the custodial, Is it really necessary for child support to be paid?
Well, yeah, whoever has custody of the kids has more responsibility. I'll say slightly more, has more responsibility. So I'm sure that the assistance of both parties involved should come with some form of a help.
And what do you think that monetary help should be? What do you
I
think the
think
non-custodial should do?
I think that should be a fair adult discussion of both parties of what the kid really needs versus what they can really afford and how they can cohesively work together and not just go by what the court system say based off of your paycheck and not considering other aspects. I think a legit conversation and that'll make everyone work better together for when those moments pop up where something ain't court related and you want that help and support. If y'all can both honestly work together, I think that's how it works. Hey, how much? Okay, I can do this. And hey, there may be some months I could throw you a little bit extra. And there may be some months that she may say, you know what, hey, we good. Or hey, he want to do karate or she want to do gymnastics or whatever the case may be. Can you help out? I think if that's an open dialogue, honestly, it'll work so much better. I know it'll work better for me. It would have worked better for me if we were on the same page. But if I'm the type of Negro that don't follow through, I can see how I can get shaky. If like, oh, you ain't reliable, you sometimer. But I'm talking for the people that are legit on point and they got that agreement. I think that things work out much better that way. But yeah, if it's beef or I can't afford it, you ain't getting no Mother's Day money coming out of me. I'm barely surviving over here. I know you don't care about my other family. I know you don't care about my car note or insurance or whatever. Gas went up, and I know you could care less. So you're not working with me. So why am I thinking about anything extra for you? Just being honest.
Well, there's another lady that kind of shares your train of thought, your line of thinking.
Okay.
Kind of, sort of. But I'm gonna play it, and then we can discuss and see what everybody else.
Oh, you set me up. Why you ain't play the clip first and let me understand it? All right, let me see where we're going.
Nah, I wanted to get that out first, and then we'll let you talk about this clip.
All right, let me see.
Now, let me tell y'all what I mean. Y'all think that men should pay, let's just say in my case, $700 a month. For what? What do kids need worth $700 a month? Don't tell me rent. Don't tell me bills. You got to pay that anyways. If you was by yourself, you would have to pay that anyways. So what do your kids need? But he's not your baby daddy's not responsible for paying for your life. So what does your kids need and what's the total of the things that they need? Why do you need $700 a month? You don't. And if you can't afford that rent by yourself, then truly you shouldn't have custody of the child. Oh, it's going to be so many people who disagree with that.
Man, oh man, did she just preach and think and say a lot of things that I've been thinking and saying for years, and she said it, and coming from a female, it made so much sense. I always say the kid they don't need sneakers every month. They don't need this every month. They don't need that every month. That is so true and so real, but I guess we want to act like it's not the case, right? You're going to say,
that's not the case.
That's
not the case.
You got to pay your rent. You're going to pay your rent regardless, right?
Yeah, but my rent wouldn't be as much if I didn't have these two kids.
Yeah, well, you're still gonna have a 2-bedroom apartment, or you're gonna rent that 3-bedroom house. It's gonna be. You're still
I wouldn't need as much space if I did not have these two kids.
You would not downsize to a 1-bedroom. If come on,
I would downsize if I didn't have these kids. You think I have all this space over here?
You may not have as much space, but you're still gonna have a nice chunk.
I wouldn't have this much space. I wouldn't have this. My rent would be a lot different if I did not have kids. I think that she is delusional because $700 delusional. I think she's very delusional, and then she gonna get them. She probably made the video with the damn filter on to try to attract somebody to get y'all men all riled up to be like, oh yeah, I like her.
I was thinking that was a perfect baby mom. I was thinking
that. Asked you for extra money, but $700 is nothing. Kids do go through shoes. Like kids grow. Do you realize that?
The kids need a
Do you
bedroll.
realize I could buy my dog? Matter of fact, last month I bought my baby girl. My baby girl got a pair of shoes, a pair of tennis shoes. Do you know this month she can't fit them because she's growing.
That means you brought the wrong size in the first place. There's no way.
That doesn't mean that I brought the wrong size.
Her feet did not grow in 4 weeks.
Yes, they do.
Can't fit
It
shoes.
happens.
That means you didn't have a little wiggle room.
It happens.
What you bought the shoes the same? She a size 7, so you bought a 7.
We go up a half size, but her foot has grown. She has the biggest foot in the house, so she has to get new shoes. And then my kids have to get shoes often because they're athletes. So like their running shoes and stuff, you have to. So they say you can go, every month, but I just look at the soles and see, what they are. I don't want the feet messed up. So it is stuff that you do need for your kid. And then when they in school, these uniforms, if they messing up the shirts or something is happening, you got to replace that. If all she needs is $200 a month, then she can take that. But $700 ain't nothing.
Your little funky $700. Joy said she get $130 for 2 girls because the father came in with some fake daycare receipts for his other kids. And the judge, Murray thinks is a lie. Of course, that's a lie. But the reality is, if he has receipts,
anybody can make up some receipts.
They got to consider those. What did Sheree say?
If you didn't have kids, you wouldn't need as much space. Utilities wouldn't be expensive, and you wouldn't need as much food. And that is so true. If it was just me, maybe. Do you know my grocery bill? My grocery bill for the month is $700.
So that
probably
means
more.
So that means you're just buying top shelf items. You're not looking for deals.
No, that's not top shelf items. And then if you buy healthy, of course, it's going to be more expensive. But I cook over here. We don't do a lot of eating out.
We may be missing the overall premise. What she's saying is overall, the total money that's being given to her is truly not needed every month to that same
I bet
man.
the bitch ain't giving it back. I bet she ain't giving it back.
My kids easily.
She's talking about in my case, $700. If you can't afford your rent, if I didn't have other little human beings that I had to take care of, then it would be
delusional.
Different. No, I wouldn't have all this.
Let's listen to our homie. What our homie say?
Let's see. He says, I believe in child support. Even started it on myself, but I don't believe in the legalities behind if a woman cannot afford the forced amount on time. If a woman can't take care of her kids, she gets welfare. If a man can't take care of his kids, he goes to jail. Make that make sense? Well, no, because if he the custodian, he can get welfare too. But they put it on you based on your income.
Or income potential.
Well, in our case, it was based on income.
Make it make sense for my man. We go to jail. They got other resources and options. Like what other options?
It take a lot for y'all to go to
jail.
Can't
afford it. What's another option? Like what legit? What's another option? If we can't afford the $700 a month, what's another option?
What you mean if you can't?
Like where's our subsidized support?
This is where's our this is where I don't understand when I hear a man say,
"What?
I can't afford it." Okay, and I figure it out every day. Every day I got to figure it out. So figure it out. You ain't looking at the kids. The kids not talking to you every day. They not coming home stressing you. All you got to do is figure out how to get the money. Get it from one of your hoes. Get an extra job.
Don't
just
pivot.
do something to get the money.
What she said was she did not need the full 700. Like legit. That much money every month, her kids are not running through $700 a month. That's what she said.
Well, then she need to get the money back that she don't spend. Okay. Well, then she can speak her truth for her, but she don't need to put that on all women. Let's see what Lady Q says. Example: I was ordered 700 plus and told my baby dad, and I told my baby dad I didn't need it, but he needed to be consistent and help with the needs. he stuttered and told me he didn't have a car, so he couldn't be consistent. See, that's that bullshit right there. That's that bullshit. You know, it don't matter if you don't have a car, you have a kid. So there are things that you have to do. There are sacrifices that have to be made, and certain things just have to be done. The mom that got the kids or the person that got the kids is making all of those sacrifices.
Shaking my head. So you got out of it, Ashley. Your Joy situation. Yeah, he came with fake receipts. We do that all the time in life, right? Fake pay stubs. That's what people do. Tam said, "What? That's what I did.
Yep, never did child support. We had an agreement.
We
co-parent very well. Actually, never had an issue, and that's a beautiful thing.
Tam, you would be another good baby mom, Tam.
But the dad is the good too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, they working well together. It's not. There's no friction and no beef. But if I say I can't afford $1,000 a month, and you say I don't care, make it work, now we got beef because you have no regard for me and my well-being as well. We supposed to be cohesive, working together. You basically said whatever. The judge said this. I want this, and that's what she's saying. They don't need that. To be honest, y'all can get by with taking less. If you really think about what you're spending every month from the child support, not in Joy's case because $130 a month. Yeah, that's a little tough. But overall, I guarantee if there was some dialogue.
But that's the bullshit they do, Jay.
No, that's a small sample size. I'm sure the average person is getting more than $130 a month.
You know how much I'm ordered to get in child support.
And I don't even know if it may be $130 per child. I wasn't even sure what Joy's comment.
No, it's for 2 kids. That's for 2 kids. You know how much I'm ordered to get for 2 children?
For 2,
ordered by the court.
Based off of his income, what are they saying? Because that goes a part of it in your income. How much?
Take a guess. You take a guess.
500 a month.
No.
$250 a kid.
No.
Less or more?
Less.
400? 200?
No. No.
150 a kid?
No. Try $187 for both of them.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Maybe he's out of work.
He ain't out of work.
Is something going on with his income that's altering it?
No.
Is it under $200 a month for 2 kids? And they're in the sports, they're in a lot of activities. And did you have the conversation?
Miss me with that bullshit.
Did you have the conversation to say, has there been conversations to say, look, this is where we're at, and I could really use the additional support here with them. They really want to do this, or you don't want to come off as needy. I don't need that Negro for nothing.
I call them and tell them what I need. I call them and tell them, but I mean, it's been that way. No, I'll call them and say, hey, I need this. I need that. Can you do this? Can you do that?
And what did he get you for Mother's Day? He took the kids for a little bit?
He didn't do nothing.
But you didn't expect him to do nothing for you, right? Or did you?
Yeah, it wasn't no big deal, yeah.
No, but did you deep down expect something from him?
No.
From the girls? Okay.
No, they're, like I said, they called who they wanted to call to take them to get something for Mother's Day.
Shady.
I'm not being shady. I'm just saying they called who they wanted to call for that.
What did Sheree say before we move on? I'm behind.
So Jay Black is letting us know who tends to the kids in the house. So Jay Black is letting us know who tends to the kids in his house. If we didn't have kids, our rent would be $1,000 less, and would probably spend more than $200 a month, and we probably would spend no more than $200 a month in food. We buy shoes every 6 months because of growth. Yeah, and she got athletes. She got 2 of them.
6 months, I get it. Every 6 months, that's definitely, I can see kids will run through some shoes in 6 months. Shiny talking about monthly.
Yeah, monthly. They need some more shoes. I mean, like a different kind. Like we don't go and buy like 5 pair of shoes every month. It might be just another pair. Okay, let's get this pair of dress shoes. Let's get this pair of casual shoes. Something like that. So I said, where do I sign for my $750? For my $700? And Ashley, yes, ma'am. Yes, he did, Mama. Daycare receipts for 3 kids that didn't exist. LOL, shaking my head. He'll catch his karma though in the end. This is true. This is true.
The man can't afford it. I think work with each other, people. Give that man or woman, the non-custodial, the opportunity to work something out. That was a female telling y'all, look, ladies, we don't need all that. Let's be honest. She broke it down, and I
we don't need to hear that from her.
I commend her. Why didn't she take less if she felt that way? Maybe that's something that she's working on. She didn't confirm or deny that to Shani. He's talking to you, Shani. Oh, you muted, Shani. You muted yourself. Are you on the phone? I don't know what Shani does. Shani, you're speaking about a man.
Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry to Shawn, but yeah, Shawn, you're speaking about a man who's not in the child's life. But what about a man who's living humbly as a father to their child, but can't afford the high amount that is forced on him? Like I mentioned, I mean, well, their dad's he there now. What do if you went to court and turned your papers in?
Did you answer his question? You didn't even really break his. Okay, let me.
I am. He's saying, what about the father that's active and can't afford the high amount, but they're basing it off of your income.
Yeah, so that good dude, he's trying. They're taking his money. He's trying to be 20%. Active, and he just can't afford to live his life.
Why can't you afford 20%?
And he's trying to make do, and he's being honest with you, and he's active. What about those people? Is what he's asking about.
So
should it be some balance?
No, because if that's the case,
so I can care less about you then.
If that is the case, then you got to adjust your living. Because just because mom got a 3-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom house doesn't mean that she's living above her means. She might be living humbly. That might not be where she really want to stay. But this is where she's staying because this is what works.
So you can care less about his other responsibilities. You can care less about what he got going. That's just basically saying running my money.
I'm not saying that I could care less, but he could care less about what I got going on. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. Sacrifices have to be made on both ends.
Stacy's 150 in back pay, like 150,000 in child support and back money. That's old. Now that's interesting. Look over my emails. Didn't see a link. Oh, you sent him a link again. I was getting $250 a month for twins. For two, that's $125.
It's on the AOL one.
Yeah, that's less than I know. Oof. So you're missing the Gari because she always missing.
Wait a minute. What does it say? Wait a minute. Let me come back to this page. Okay, sir, you're missing the point that as a custodial parent, we don't have no choice but to make it happen with or without the support. Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. We can't care about your well-being when we got kids to care about. That's absolutely true. And then like the whole going to jail thing. You don't go to jail because you missed child support 1 or 2 times. They don't even start talking. Well, I know in our case, they ain't started talking jail till it was almost 2-3 years behind. But I didn't want their dad to go to jail. So, when we went to court, of course, I was like, well, I don't want him to go to jail because if he go to jail, he can't do nothing.
What up, Slow?
Good morning, Slow. But,
because him in jail can't do nothing for you.
Yeah, him being in jail, what does that do? That don't help me. DJ Earl Bryan, how about the fathers that not only give child support? How about the fathers that only give child support and nothing else? 0, no Christmas, no back to school, no nothing for prom, just child support. That's their dad's problem. That's this is your relationship with your kids. Some of y'all be doing the stuff to get back at the mom. This is your relationship with your kids. This is not your relationship with me.
Wait, so you said it's the dad's problem, right? So you're saying that there's no adulthood within that mother or that other parent to be able to try to work something out.
There's no adulthood in that father if he's sitting up complaining about what he has to do for his kids. Make it happen. Make it work.
Would it work better for the kids if the dad was involved more because he can financially be involved more if you work with him? So they would be getting a Christmas gift. They would be getting back to school support.
That should be the dad. The dad should want to do that. Wow. That shouldn't be because that shouldn't.
He physically, financially can't, Shani. He can't afford that on top of that.
Jay, that is.
But if he can't, legit, if he can't afford it, where is the compromise?
There is no can't when you have kids. There is no compromise when you have kids. I can go look at my kids in the face and say, okay, y'all compromise with me right now. I know y'all hungry, but I don't have the money to buy y'all nothing to eat. I can't do that. And there are plenty of times that moms that had these kids will do whatever they need to do to feed the kids, and they don't eat for days at a time. So miss me with, and the daddy over there getting fat. He a fat ass pig because he eating every day. But your kids over here scrying, you talking about what you can't do. No, you do what you have to do for the sake of your children. Not for the other parents, but for your kids. There is no, I can't do it. I can't say that. I can't say that. I just have to figure it out. And if the dad don't want to spend holidays, the dad don't want to come to the kids' sporting events, or the or the kids' school stuff, that's on him. That is him doing that.
He can't afford it, Shawn. He can't afford it.
What do you mean?
I just got to be realistic. Be a realist. If you can't afford it, you figure out ways and you try to work through things. You refinance. Y'all saying it's not even a refinance option. You're not even willing to talk.
You go to court. Well, I know in Texas, every 3 years, y'all go and do a modification. They look at it.
Yes, Ashley. I asked my kid's father for $200 a month for the 2 grown boys, and he said, "I think about it." Guess who got them papers served?
See, that's what I'm talking about. $200 a month for 2 kids is
but he was cocky with the "I think about it." See, that's when I'm talking about those real men that are able to work something out and to figure it out. Like, but if I say I think about it, I expect now she gonna be slick. She gonna put me on papers. I want to avoid all this. I ain't want to be in the system. I want to work something out. But if I'm gonna hit you with I think about it, and you like, that's foul for me. That's real talk.
But the real men out there, they not like, this conversation won't be had.
How many years?
The real dads and the mom say, "Hey, little Johnny is playing t-ball, and I got to pay for this, and this. Can you handle this, and this? Because I'm gonna take care of X, Y, and Z." The real dad, he ain't saying, "Well, I can't afford it, and I got this." The real dad ain't running down, what his issues are. He just there to make sure that he can do whatever he needs to do for his kid. Just like the real mom. They not going through all of that. Well, I'm dealing with this. They just make it happen. They make it happen.
DJ Earl said he a stepdad. I'm a stepdad that kicks out way more than he do for the child support. He's doing, the dad won't even do anything but child support and keep saying, get it from your mom.
Yeah, and like in situations like that, that's an issue that's going to be between that child and the dad. I applaud DJ Earl for stepping in and being a stepdad and filling in the gap, because the kid, I'm pretty sure, appreciates that. But the kid sees what's going on too. Don't sound like DJ Earl over there making excuses, talking about, "Well, I can't do this." He just getting it done. Just get it done.
What Trendsetter say?
What about the fathers that do pay their child support each month, but the mothers are using the funds to get themselves and not the child or children? But how can you really say that? How can you say that they're just using it for themselves?
Bring action in.
Hey, action! I'm sorry, I didn't.
Cue the real dad.
But you can't say that she's just spending it on herself, because if you send in child support late, then she's having to take care of everything. So when that money comes in, she has to allocate it for what she needs to allocate it for. Y'all can't tell somebody what they need to spend child support on. You can't tell nobody that.
Wait, this is my man Tashami got 2 payments left. Is that I'm reading that right? He said he got 2 months left.
He's 2 months left and started receiving overpayment checks back. No cap. But that shit feels good. Okay, that's between you and the Attorney General. She ain't telling people to take that extra money from you. That's them messing up. And that's the other thing. The Attorney General's office. It ain't nothing but a money racket. That's a money racket. Because they make money off of their money.
Lady Q said, if the kids have all their needs met, then what's the issue? The issue is you still want back money. You still want all the money.
No, what she's talking about is Trendsetter saying that the mom is spending the money on herself. As long as everything is taken care of for them kids, then ain't no problem. If your kid not calling you talking about, Dad, I'm hungry over here, or Dad, there's holes in my shoes, Dad, I don't have the money for this, then what difference does it make what I'm doing with the money?
Dad, this other guy wants me to call him Dad.
If the kids are getting without, then that's a problem. Yeah, the kids they're not wanting for anything. Well, somebody else.
I love being a stepfather.
I love being a stepfather. Yep, I want my
Stacey.
You may die with him still owing you that money, Stacey. I don't know if you said he working under the table to avoid paying you that back.
She said, "I'm on my $150,000 now. Yeah, it's my money and I want it now." Call J.G. Wentworth. Yes, he's a good stepdad. He's a good stepdad, good step-up dad.
Good morning, Kamari. Kamari's here. Our financial money Mondays. He has all the tax expert, all that good stuff. Hey, back child support, is that on your taxes? Like, do you see that when you're doing somebody's taxes? I just thought about that. Like, if somebody owed to the government, would you have an alert of that when you're doing any taxes, so they take it off the top?
So before we get into the shenanigans, good morning, everybody.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Jeez, we jumping right into it. So
right in.
Sometimes, yes, you will see it. People's tax refunds get snatched a lot of times because they didn't pay their child support. And you know what?
Wait a minute. Whoa. Pause. What you mean I sound bitter, Tashambi? Please do explain.
Speak your truth, Tashambi.
Please.
It's okay.
Do you need a box, Tashambi? We can send you the link.
It's okay to speak your mind.
Up off your chest.
I thought you meant real box. Like, like throwing them gloves on. I was like, dang. Okay.
No, not doing that.
So Kamari, what sparked this when you so you can finish answering? It was a young lady that came on and said the child support that the $700 a month she's getting, she was being honest that the kids don't need that every month. Don't hear the way, I got to pay rent. You got to pay rent regardless. Like, she was breaking it down and saying that basically the money that they're getting is an excessive amount and they don't need it every month if you really want to be honest. And then it spun into people saying how much money they got and back child support they're owed and all that. And I thought about the taxes with you of is that something that automatically is a red flag that you see?
So why is she taking the child support court in the first place then?
I'm not sure. Did she say that? Shawnee, play that clip again because let me really.
Here we go.
Now let me tell y'all what I mean. Y'all think that men should pay, let's just say in my case, $700 a month. For what? What do kids need worth $700 a month? Don't tell me rent. Don't tell me bills. You got to pay that anyways. If you was by yourself, you would have to pay that anyways. So what do your kids need? But he's not your baby daddy's not responsible for paying for your life. So what does your kids need that, and what's the total of the things that they need? Why do you need $400 a month? You don't.
So that was the gist of it.
I mean, I agree and disagree at the same time. I mean, children do change your life, but they are not as expensive as everybody makes them out to be.
Thank you.
Right? You might need a 2-bedroom house or 2-bedroom apartment versus a 1-bedroom apartment, but there's still a cost with that, right? Clothes do cost, food costs, trips back and forth to the doctor do cost, right? So I don't necessarily believe that you made this human being and you don't have any financial responsibility for them. But the way the courts do it, you can say that's a little sus. You can say it's a little sus.
Oh.
What Nikki White Chocolate say?
He said, just listen, Day Black. If mom has the kids full time, then the dad should be working 2 or 3 jobs because he ain't got shit else to do but chase hoes and make more kids.
Did you just say chase hoes?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I thought it was me. You heard it, right, bro?
Yeah, like where'd that activity come from?
I used to tell mom when he tell me I ain't got it. I don't care who you get it from. You get them from one of them hoes that you laying up with. Just get me my money.
So, Shani, you a high level pimp. Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm not a pimp. I'm not a pimp.
You old man in my head.
My kids are high level pimps. It's not me. It's my kids.
But you the
my
enforcer.
kids like me. Yeah. Well, yeah, because they need it. So why would I deny them? If I'm doing everything that I can do, I'm taking care of them. I'm feeding them. I'm exposing them to the different things. All I asked you for was just to take care of this right here.
I mean, I've been in that spot, right? I don't like saying I was a single parent because I think that's a little disrespectful, but I was the custodial parent for a long time, and I handled a lot of the financial weight. So I get why a lot of sisters feel that way. But at the same time, when we look at the courts and how they handle things and how they'll lock people up, and how sometimes it can be hard to get a job, I think you gotta look at it from both sides. But I say this all the time, right? People always say the biggest problem in any, romantic relationship is money. I say it's communication. Those baby mamas and baby daddies that's having problems, a lot of times they need therapy, but don't nobody want to talk about that.
I agree with Joy. It does sound like she got a house full of kids, and nothing against anybody living on Section 8, but this is what it looked like she living on.
Now you gonna come at the Section 8?
Just be honest to say you want your baby daddy back.
She sound like a dope baby mom. If I had needed a baby mom, she sound like somebody that I could work with. We could work with each other. We could figure things out.
Sitting up there with that filter on. She know what she doing.
She got a house full of kids.
What filter? She had a filter on.
She had a filter on.
Shiny just hating.
Or maybe she was financially independent and she didn't need his money at all to begin with.
That could be.
Let me look at this lady again.
Maybe she's making her own money and she feel like $700 a month ain't nothing anyway. So she's like, what I need that for?
Look like she was in a chill mood.
Wait. No, let's look at this again.
Now let me tell y'all what I mean. Y'all think that men should pay, let's just say in my case, $700 a month. For
First of all, she laying in the bed with this cheap ass headboard. Okay. This filter on her face. With them damn kids in the background making all that noise.
Yo.
No, that wasn't nothing but her OnlyFans page thing.
She wasn't done up. She wasn't cleaned up.
She trying to get a man to help her, help her take care of it. No, she wasn't done up. That's why she had a filter on to make it look better. And then when you go see the, she look like,
Dag, so
like a scary movie.
So when a lady say that other ladies be hating on each other, that was a perfect example.
Well, call it what you want to call it.
Shiny, you're a hater.
Call
this is
it
from
what you want to
DJ
call it.
Slow Your Roll.
Baby.
This
baby,
is from DJ.
If the
DJ says, Shiny, you're a hater.
This sucker up. I will strap it up. Hater, whatever you call me, whatever you want to call me.
Hey, we'll be back. We'll be back in a minute. We're reading between the lines with Shiny.
I'm a hater. Whatever. No, she on some bullshit. She can't tell me that she over there getting. She happy to get that little $700 a month that she getting. She said, why you need? Well, give it back in, bitch. Give it back. Make a video showing me where you get the money back.
Yo, on the G's.
Well, yeah. So,
got to pay $700 a month for child support, and all them damn kids. It sounds like she got a daycare in the background.
So that could be it too.
Must be popping.
That could be it too. Her other baby daddy is probably paying a lot more child support, and she don't need that $700 for that one. So it could be a lot of scenarios going on.
Well, I do see sometimes it's the sister, so the sisters be mad sometimes for their brothers. They gotta pay a whole bunch of. Yeah.
You ain't. I can show you some white women that is pissed about child support.
No, I'm talking about biological. So they might be mad that her brother guy ain't got to pay all that money, and the kids ain't never got no clues. Always look snotty nosed up. They ain't never cleaned up. We know that's a thing.
I don't know that thing. My kids.
You ain't never heard nobody complain about that. Why am I spending all this money on child support?
I mean, I hear men complain about. I hear men complain about kids all the time. And sometimes the complaints that they have about why the kid is looking a certain way. Well, you know what? The little motherfucker been in school all day playing. That's why he look like that when he get home from school. That's why. They walk out looking one way, they come back another.
Shani,
maybe
okay?
If you were here to take little Johnny to school,
Shani,
how he leaves.
Can we have a mental health moment? Shani, are you okay?
When
I've
little
never
Johnny
seen you
gets
like
to
this
school
before.
and he leaves the little $80 jacket that I bought him to wear so he could be fresh to death and look presentable at school, and now he lost it and we can't find it in the lost and found because Brandon stole it because he wanted it. That's where it's going, because kids do what kids do.
She ain't even take a breath. She on one.
Nope. All morning.
Yeah, talk about what they look like. You get up and come over here and comb they goddamn hair.
And she had a nice Mother's Day, Kamari. She had a good day yesterday. And this is what.
Oh,
this
yes.
is what we
You
got.
know what? Let me not forget my man. It's Happy Mother's Day, Shani.
Yeah, you better hurry up and get it
but
in.
you come over here and comb their hair. See, you weren't here when I had to spend the extra hour combing this child's hair because she took the comb and went through her hair. You come do it and make it look right and make sure that she look presentable.
That kitchen.
Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about nothing. Miss me with all of this. It's heifer that's on here talking about don't nobody need some child support. I want her to make a video showing us where she go down there to the court system and tell them, take my baby daddy or daddies, because I'm just giving her credited, you know, that whatever the case, take them off. Let me see her get off. And if she on the system, get off my goddamn tax dollars, because I'm paying for your kids too, bitch. Now.
All right. So action. You have this event coming up.
Hey, don't segue like that. Do not.
Shit, I'm just saying, because she on public out that them my tax dollars. Give me my
Don't use me to get out of it, Jay. Don't use me to get out.
And tell them people that I want that.
Come on.
They get all of my shit.
Yeah, see, there you go. See the tax dollars. We got Kamar the tax expert.
Jesus. Is child support a write-off? I can't write that off at any point in the business or anything like
you
that.
Cannot.
Right?
No, you can't. You cannot.
Oh, man.
That. You cannot write that off. If you pay the daycare bill, and you get the receipt, you can write that off. But that's if you claiming the child, right?
Yes.
So no, y'all can't write no kids off. No. Because I claims both of mine. And I didn't say claim, I claims both of mine every year. And I wish somebody would put them on their taxes. That's right.
It would be nice to rotate and let him claim.
No, we're not doing that. Because what then we gonna rotate every year where they stay. We gonna rotate where they stay every year. And then I'm gonna be a motherfucker. And I'm not gonna answer the phone. And I'm not gonna I'm gonna send you $5 and say make it work.
Hey, coming up on the next episode of Angry Black Woman, we have.
Yep. That's
Man, that's what y'all always say. She an angry black woman. She angry black. No, nigga, do what you supposed to do. Don't be over here trying to check and run what I got going on, and your ass is not even a fourth.
Stacey feeling this, like
the position.
Yeah, Stacey's really rocking.
Y'all don't
with you
do
right
a
now.
fourth of what's going on.
This ain't a joke.
Nah.
All right. I mean, we'll let you have a moment and just know that you don't want to discard fathers. Because when I saw a lot of fathers getting bashed on Mother's Day, it was like, well, why are we even bringing up dads and you're a mom and a dad and the dad ain't nothing? I'm like, why do you got to say all that?
Well, you do
Just
have to
say
be the
Happy
mom
Mother's
and the
Day.
dad. You have to be the mom and the dad, not just financially. You have to be the mom and the dad for them mentally, because some daddies are just not there for their children because they are such assholes because they pissed at the woman that they shot the club up in. Like I said, you guys make the decision. You know when you about to bust a nut, and if you know this ain't the bitch you want to have a kid with, and you don't want this motherfucker, as the Shambi said, have your seed and raising them, well then don't put your dick in her.
Wait, go to commercial. Go to commercial.
Where's your accountability for selecting that dude? You pick that dude, right?
No. Because y'all always want to throw it on the woman. You the one who whipped your dick out and stuck it in her. You did it. You did it.
That's your body, right? Your body, your choice.
You did it. But you said up there and told all them lies You told all them lies and was being slick to get the woman to crack her legs open, and then you mad because the bitch got your back.
I love you.
That's
I
what
love
your
all your
motherfucking
accountability
ass
you
is.
got.
Because you should have been more responsible. It ain't just about the woman; it's about y'all. Y'all the one who nut and make the fucking baby. So if you don't want the baby with the crazy bitch, then quit sticking your dick in crazy bitches.
All right, you're the vessel.
Okay, so Kamari, is that a tax problem or a?
Don't let her get away with that though. Don't they need some accountability? Kamari, action. Females are the vessel, right? Aren't they control of who they deal with? But you make the ultimate decision. You're ultimately in charge. You make ultimately it.
You make the decision who you gonna nut in.
You
make the decision who you gonna nut in.
They both have responsibility.
No, it's one that got a little bit more. It's one that got a little bit more than the other.
The nut comes from you. The nut comes from you. The seed comes from you.
Nothing comes from anything if the female don't allow it to happen.
I just incubated and let it grow. You nutted. It ain't no two-way street. Shut the hell up with that. It is not no two-way street. It is not. Y'all need to take responsibility for your dicks. Take responsibility for your dicks. That's the problem. Y'all be thinking with your dicks. That's why we call you dick heads, because you don't think. And then you get these crazy bitches pregnant, and then you mad at the system. That is your fault. That is you. That is your fault. You knew the bitch was crazy, but you still wanted to hit because you have no self-control. And y'all are selfish. So close your fucking leg. Keep your pants zipped up.
Yeah, Kamari, how was your weekend?
How was Mother's Day for you? Did you get everything you wanted, Shawnee?
No, I ain't bitter. I'm just real. I'm just being real. And y'all,
you do sound a little bitter, Shawnee.
Y'all be trying to deflect and go a whole nother way and act like it's just a mom and it's black women. First of all, white bitches is the one who taught us how to do this. Okay, because they cold-blooded with it. So we gotta watch them for the playbook because they tell us everything about how to beat this system and what to say. So quit jumping on black women. You fucking black men need to get it together. Be what did the late great Kevin Samuel say? A high value one. Be a high value man. Keep your dick in your pants.
Can you acknowledge to Shawn? He said, "I hate when women say Happy Father's Day to all the mothers on Father's Day."
I don't. I felt differently before this show, but goddamn it, on Father's Day, I'm saying Happy Father's Day to myself. Who won't know?
Then.
Yeah, you're bitter. But all right, we keep it moving. Yes, Joy. Oh, waiting for Lady Q to bust in. No, Lady Q is not. But I ain't saying nothing wrong. I just said females are the vessel. That ain't not a lie. And y'all ultimately make the choice. So y'all be mad at yourself for choosing a deadbeat. So you fell for the lie.
And you got to deal with yourself for choosing a silly bitch. That's on you for choosing a silly bitch. You know, you ain't had no plans on wiping her. You was just trying to hit it and quit it with your silly ass, and that's why you nutted in. And you
come in because Joy called you in here.
Joy, fucking bitter.
She is bitter. Shawnee does sound bitter.
Look at the definition of fucking bitter. That woman got too much fucking joy in her fucking heart to be bitter. That man ain't shit is what the fucking problem is. Stop calling her fucking bitter. She has every right to feel the way she feels because that man shit on her and his fucking kids. So that's why women feel the way they feel. It's not being bitter, it's a fucking fact.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Lady Q.
Ain't nobody fucking bitter. I got too much joy in my fucking heart to ever be bitter about somebody don't do shit for my kid. Ever be bitter. But
you picked the deadbeat.
But what I am going to do
is let you know that
he ain't fucking shit.
But didn't you pick that deadbeat?
What did your ex walk up to you and let's say, "Hi, I'm a fucking crack whore, marry me"? So women think a fucking deadbeat gonna walk up to a female and be like, "I'm a deadbeat and have kids with me."
I'm just gonna sip my tea.
That doesn't even fucking happen. That's a whole fucking fallacy that y'all make up to make y'all self feel better.
The acknowledgement, the accountability.
There is no accountability for a nigga turning down his fucking kids for a female to take. That is all on the asshole, sorry ass man.
Thank you, Joy. I appreciate you bringing this up, Joy.
Yeah,
there's zero accountability on a woman's part for a man being an ain't shit fucking dad. There's no accountability on a female.
Someone needs a hug, actually.
Zero.
I mean, slow your roll. Yeah, Shawnee needs a hug.
Zero.
Okay, and he'll give me a hug. He won't give me a hug.
No, he ain't talking about me. He's talking about Shawnee sounding bitter.
That woman's getting plenty of fucking hugs.
He ain't talking about me sounding bitter.
It's not being bitter when you state facts about a deadbeat ass man. Since when does a female take accountability for a man not taking care of his own kids?
All right.
Okay, so I got this age ride coming up.
Oh, now we're gonna segue.
Thank you, Joy Jennings. I appreciate you for asking for Lady Q to come in her comment. Thanks, Joy.
Yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that. Now y'all ready to change the subject.
Because it be all in my neck. It was loud.
No, because we don't want to talk about that. I'll explain to you why we don't want to talk about that. Because there's no guy on this panel that's a deadbeat dad, so we can't defend deadbeat dads. We can't talk about deadbeat dads. We can't.
Oh, but y'all do.
No, we can. Listen, let me finish now. We can't identify with that. So when people go in like that and start talking like that and start talking about, well, the man, blah, 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 and you start going in and talking about the man, blah, blah, blah. We don't know how to defend.
No, he's talking. You can't even hear Action is talking. He's making a good point.
All the fucking time about female being bitter. Y'all don't identify with a bitter fucking female, but y'all damn sure talk about that. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
No, we can't identify with it.
And men are the worst with it.
Listen.
Listen, I can't. Petty on a whole different level.
Fuck out of here.
You're not even hearing what he said. She didn't hear your point, Action. Where did
That's all right.
Go?
I love Lady. I love Lady Q. I love Lady Q, and I love her passion. But again, I can't identify when you want to chime in and talk about deadbeat dads or try to defend that or try to even speak on that. I can't. And all I could go from is my experience as a father. So when you want to get in these conversations about that, and I know deadbeat dads, but I can't explain that. I know deadbeat moms. I can't explain that. All I can do is explain me and try to rationalize and try to figure that out. But I don't condone any of that, and I don't roll with any of that. But again, I can't justify somebody being stupid. I can't justify people making dumb decisions. People make dumb decisions. That's on both parts, male and female. There's no more or less. There's no guys do it more. There's no women do it more. It's everybody does it. And unless somebody shows me a fucking survey that they've taken across America to see how many deadbeat dads and deadbeat moms are, you can't say there's more or less than the other. Show me the fucking survey.
Survey says.
So you can't show me a survey. So again, unless you figure that one out, there's assholes on both sides of the fence. Let's just acknowledge that.
Okay.
Look, and it popped right up. How many deadbeat dads are in America?
Yeah, we can.
Of roughly 36 million men who have fathered the 74 million American children under the age of 18, about 9 million do not live with all of their minor children, or most of the time.
Did you actually Google that shit? Did you actually Google that?
She said who doesn't live with. That doesn't make your deadbeat.
Right
okay, but see again,
deadbeat dads in America.
But see, you can't Google scandalous hoes, Shawnee. You can't Google. You cannot Google fucked up bitches. You can't Google that shit. You can't Google that. You can't Google hoes that trap niggas. That's not a Google search.
That's not Googleable.
That's not a Google search, Shawnee. So again, you can't determine. You can't.
Hoes trap niggas.
Yeah. You can't do that. How many boppers? How many boppers at the NBA game?
How many boppers?
Yeah.
How many games?
We just had a draft.
Yeah. How many boppers at the NFL draft? You can't Google shit like that, Shawnee. So there's no comparison or no equation to that. Again, let's just acknowledge that there's fucked up people on both sides, but ain't nobody in this panel or on this panel part of that group. So we can't talk about that.
No, but like you talking about, you can't Google how many hoes at the NBA draft or whatever. Okay, but the niggas at the draft and the NFL players, they have what? A mind. Or maybe they don't have a mind. They got a pea brain, so they can't make a decision to say, I'm not gonna deal with this type of
Shawty, but again, you trying to put all the responsibility on a two partnership thing. It takes two to tango. You can't have no. You cannot have. Yeah. You cannot have a.
And y'all was sitting there agreeing with him. Action, all three of y'all boxes. Well, the woman this, and it's on the woman, and why y'all pick that, and y'all allow it, and y'all was just sitting there, he and ha and cuckoo.
No.
Y'all
It takes two, Johnny. Okay, you can't acknowledge it takes two. You cannot acknowledge.
We saying that now because
No, not now.
She dancing.
Not now. Factual. It takes two, Johnny.
Because when Jay said that messed up stuff, y'all sat there and kiki didn't want nobody speaking up.
But I said women ultimately makes the decision. Y'all ultimately have the final say.
Listen. I don't agree. I don't agree with the statement that women ultimately make the decision. I agree with it takes two. You can't have a baby without me, and I can't have a baby without you. It takes two.
You ain't say that when he was spewing all that vile information. You just sat there and
laughed. It ain't vile. But that's not vile. If that's his reality, that's his reality.
No, that ain't no reality. That's not true.
Yeah, if that's his truth, that's his truth.
That is
like your truth.
Hold on. Did I miss that part? Because I wasn't here for that.
No, you was right there. You
come on.
Right
all I
there
said was the females are the vessel. They make the decision of who goes to them. Who's up inside them, they ultimately have that decision. It's not on the guy. That was my thought process, and I'm standing by it.
Like we just go out and pick a dude and grab his dick.
Y'all decide you're gonna have sex.
That is not how that happens. Y'all come up with
sex with that dude before he knows it.
Y'all come up with these whack ass lines trying to get somebody in the bed. Y'all do that. It starts there. We don't go out and just grab men by the dick.
Y'all ultimately are in control.
Telling y'all to go grab him by the coochie. So miss me with this. That is not the world we live in. That is not the world we live in.
It does take two, and the female is ultimately the mecca. They're the vessel. They're the numero uno.
Action finally spoke up and said that you was crazy.
Now you can pivot back to me because Action got in your ass. You can do that.
No, Action ain't getting my ass. Action ain't getting my ass. I said what I said.
Action dug up all in you.
When you said that foolishness, and this is what happens all the time. These other two men just sat there and laughed. Y'all ain't backing up. Y'all didn't say. I don't agree with that or nothing. Y'all just sat there and watched.
A guy can't force themselves. You have to be okay with it. You're in control.
It's two people. It's two people. Tell him that. Tell your male counterpart that when he's saying that foolishness.
Yeah, Mark.
And in sports, the Sixers tied up the series. And
we know.
Okay.
We know.
Here's a question: do we want to have a real conversation about this whole dynamic in the current day?
Okay, yeah,
that's just going to spew venom because there's a whole other reason why the dynamic is lopsided right now. With the political agendas that have attacked black people, especially black men, there's a reason why black men are in jail. They're separated from their families, and it's not just their fault because they don't want to be there.
Break it down, come on, because Shawn, go ahead.
Why they in jail? Because I was about to put this fire, but let's talk about why are they in jail? Why are black men in jail?
There's a lot of falsely incriminated or falsely imprisoned black men. There are a lot of there are some people who deserve to be in jail too. There are some black men that deserve to be in jail, but it's disproportionately against black men than it is anybody else.
Okay,
I mean,
so what are black people doing about it?
It's not
black people doing about that.
That's a great question.
What can we do?
That's not the context of this conversation. The context was why, from my sake, because you just threw me under the bus, Shawnee, because I wasn't here for all that.
Right? I showed it.
Yeah.
And drove it on top of you. Yes, I did. And backed it up too.
And then parked it. And then parked it on me. You ain't right.
And put the kids on the bus.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about a lot of stuff in that situation, like school to prison pipelines. We could talk about disproportionate people in the judicial system. We can talk about the legal system itself and how people are wrongfully incarcerated. I mean, we can go on, and it can turn into a back and forth blame game all day. And again, that doesn't solve any problems, nor does that help the conversation. What we have to do again is just be honest about the situation and just say it takes two. There are dumb people out there, and we are not part of those. And you can't really speak on that or figure that out. It's been going on since the beginning of time. So again.
But what do we do about it? That's the thing, because Kamari brought it up. I ain't bring it up. Kamari brought this up. So if this is an issue, you brought up that about black men being in prison. Yeah, you brought this. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be saying stuff, and then y'all want to roll it back and act like.
But there's nothing you can do about that. That's the system.
If it's nothing you can do about it, why bring it up?
No. I brought it up because the way you're presenting it, because for the record, I did say it takes two. I actually said both parties need to go to counseling, but you ain't focused on that.
Nah, I ain't hear none of that. I just thought you were asking.
That was the first thing I said. That was the first thing I said. Oh my goodness.
Shiny been on one.
Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape.
We're going to play it back.
I said both parties need counseling. I said we wouldn't have as many problems with child support if they went to therapy. But nobody wants to talk about that. We just want to say, if you ain't fuck that bitch, if that bitch ain't fuck that nigga, and that's the easy conversation. And I get it. Mm-hmm. Maybe your trauma surfacing today. Maybe we need to have a couch system.
We don't need to have no couch system. It's just I'm not going to sit here on this panel, on this platform, and listen to men sit up and say, "Well, Jay Black." I'll start with Jay Black. I'm not going to sit here as a black woman and let Jay Black spew out all of these negatives about black women and child support and say, but women shouldn't get. I'm not going to sit here and just
ultimately in control. That's all I said.
No,
you control your body, right? Your choice. You choosing what Negro you let come up and slide up in you.
Choosing which one you lay down with too.
I know, but ultimately,
sounds like 50-50 to me, Kamari. Sounds like 50-50 to me.
Ultimately,
my point is stop putting all the shit on the woman, and that's what happens. All the shit get put on the woman. If I send my kids, if my kids go stay with their daddy, if they go stay with their daddy, if my kids go stay with their daddy, and something happens to them. They get hurt, they die, they get molested. The first thing people say is, well, where was the mama? No, why the fucking daddy couldn't be a goddamn daddy and protect the child? You got the motherfuckers. You can watch them. But that is what happens all the time. It always comes back to the woman, what the mama didn't do. Well, where was the mama? But why did the mama do this? Well, why she choose that man? No, it is not all of our faults. It is not. And I will not sit here or on any panel and listen to that bullshit. So if that means I'm driving the bus, the 18-wheeler, the track, the motherfucking plane, and landing it on y'all, then that's what I'm doing today.
So Action said it takes two. I said y'all need therapy. I don't feel that Jay threw you under the bus, but you can't say the panel is trying to shit on sisters. That's not fair.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's not fair. That's
y'all
not fair.
Said that when
that ain't fair, sis. That ain't
said
fair.
That foolishness. All I saw was
yeah, because we were listening to Jay and the way he talks or his feelings in the situation. And to me, that seemed like, okay, that's the way Jay thinks. I didn't agree with it. That's the way he thinks. I don't agree with a lot of
say nothing. That's
okay.
Point.
What am I supposed to say?
You ain't say nothing until I said something.
I did say something. I said it takes two. I gave my opinion.
And after I struck a nerve, but when he
you didn't strike a nerve. It's always been that way. It takes two, Shiny. I've always thought that way. It takes two. It has nothing to do with this panel. It has nothing to do with Monday. It has nothing to do with me doing the AIDS ride coming up here soon in our bowling event. It has nothing to do with that.
50% y'all. It's 50% y'all fault.
It is 50% y'all fault.
I like how that sounds.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Still throwing it back over here on us.
Nah, I don't want to throw any woman under the bus. Again, it's a personal choice. It's just a choice. Period. People choose to do what they're gonna do. They're gonna make those decisions on their own, and in that relationship or any other relationship, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I got to worry about me and my relationship. And in my relationship, it don't work that way.
That's hard enough, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Really, really, Kamari. It's hard enough.
All right, Shawnee. So what you got up there right now? What is going on?
What, you can't read? I got to read. I got to do everything because I'm the woman. You can't read. You got your glasses on. What's the problem?
Don't give her the horn for that one.
I mean, listen,
She on one.
The snaps is on fire today. Jeez. Johnny, what did you get for Mother's Day?
I got peace and happiness for Mother's Day. I had
it was a nice day.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She went to church for the first time in like 3 years.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Man, read that. You go.
Yeah, that's what happened. She went to church for the first time in 3 years, and the devil tried to get her back.
He might be wanted.
The devil like, come back here, girl. I need you back on my team.
Oh, God.
She's like Dylon today. Spitfire.
And you bring on the audio and no, to Shawn B, we can't.
Well, no, I think he can come on, just don't put his video on his camera, right?
Oh, well, yeah, it'll just be a black box there.
Yeah,
but yeah, we can hear you that way if you click on the link. But okay, man. For real, y'all.
Yeah.
If you are in the DFW area or you want to take a trip to the DFW area, Saturday, May 21st is the perfect day to do this because Action Jackson, our very own, is having a celebrity bowling tournament with Radio All-Star. So if you want to come out and kick it with some of your favorite radio personalities, what you OMGing for, Slow? Then make plans to be at Action Jackson Strike Out HIV/AIDS Celebrity Bowling Tournament. You can register right now at Eventbrite and pick whose team you want to be on. Now, I got a team, and you probably want to be on my team because my team is the Wednesday. I mean, Action got a team too. He got a lane. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do because Action is a golfer. Okay, he plays golf, so I don't know that you necessarily want to sign up to be on his team.
It's all hand in eye. It's all hand in eye.
You can be on my team. DJ Slow Your Roll will be providing us with music that night. We also have Big Bink will be there. He has a lane as well. Mel's on
Vida
MIC
Loca
and Trey G. They'll all be there. And the only thing that we need is you. Now, the beautiful thing about this, if y'all wondering why Action is doing this, so in June, Action is going to ride a bicycle, not a motorcycle, because most people think it's a motorcycle. But he's actually on a bicycle.
He's going to pedal.
And this man is going to ride another 545 miles. And yes, I did say another 545 miles because he's done this this is year 6, right?
It's 5.
Year 5 of him doing this. He's going to ride from San Francisco to Los Angeles.
Why?
All in the name of HIV and AIDS to raise money and funds for them to help find cures and medicines to keep people living with HIV and AIDS.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope. So help us help Action change your life. Now, let's say you in New Jersey and you can't make it to Texas. Well, you can make a donation. You can make a donation. And since this is Action's 20th year, I'm asking for at least $20. Our goal is to raise $10,000 by the time he goes on the ride, which is June the 5th.
The 5th. It's June 5th through 11th. And I think we're flying out like on the 3rd going to LA. So
yeah. And
now, if I make a donation real quick, if I make a $20 donation, Kamari, is that a write-off for me? Is that like I can write off a $20 donation, right?
I can tell you, I can answer that one.
Because I don't know about Action structure.
Yeah, the AIDS life cycle is a 501c. So any donations that you make to the AIDS life cycle, you can make it directly to me, which I'd appreciate. But you can also go on the AIDSLifecycle.org and make a donation. Period. And all donations are tax deductible. And just not that we don't need your money, but total to date, They've already raised $17 million. And so,
oh wow.
You know,
okay, there you go right there. What's that website right there? Let me see.
I'm gonna put his link up there. That's his personal page on
AIDS
my
Life personal
Cycle.
page.
So as you can see, he has a goal of 3,000, but he has a team. So we're trying to ride in the ride, just to ride in the ride, to participate. Okay. Each person has to raise $3,000. So somebody could just go and do a $3,000 donation.
I was thinking I'm gonna do a little bit more than 20. It might not be a lot more, but I'm gonna go ahead.
You're all right.
I'm gonna do. Yeah. You said 20 is a. Hey, I'm
20
good for
because
20, but I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Here.
I'm gonna do a little bit more.
But once you make your donation, the blue part down there, you can see all of the information is there for AIDS Life Cycle. Their tax ID. If you need to give them a call, you can call them, you can email them, whatever. Everything is there. So this is not going to the Action Jackson
we're gonna
fund.
Support. I like that.
All right.
No, that's for a good cause.
It's totally legit. Totally legit.
Right. I just want to make sure I can write it off on my taxes because we got Kamari here. That's like perfect timing for me.
Jay, go ahead and donate like $300.
So if you got, because I know every year, right, Kamari, certain businesses, small business, not certain business, but every business, if you're in business, you do have not liability. What's the word? You have room for a charitable deduction in your tax donations, right?
Yes, most people do, but it gets a little bit tricky who can take it and who can't. But yes, you can still give. Give.
Yeah, and if you want to sponsor a lane, we do have lanes that you can sponsor. The lane sponsorship is $500. So Jay, if you go ahead and do $500, then we can. I
can have my own lane. And how many people I get at a lane?
With you, 5 more people other than you, so it's 6 total.
Okay,
that is. And nice. We can make it the Woke Up Inspired lane. So there's a media room lane. So I'm donating. I'm donating my $500. So I need the rest of y'all to come on with it.
Talk heavy.
Yeah. Me and Lady Q get out there, make it okay. That is something to consider in June. We got time to plan for that too. No, I want to support.
That's May 21st. The ride's in June. Wait. Yeah, I'll be on the road. I'll be on the road hopefully in June.
So Action, how long have you been riding?
I started cycling in 1998. I started training for my first AIDS ride, which was the AIDS ride from Washington D.C., North Carolina back to Washington D.C.
And what made you do this?
Just when I first started in radio, one of the things that one of my mentors taught me was you got to use your voice more than just to entertain people. You need to inform people. And when I was living in D.C., Washington, D.C., doing radio, I used to see a bunch of signs around for the AIDS ride. So I just was interested in it because I cycled anyway. So I doing my research on AIDS and HIV, I found out, and still to this day, it's mostly African-American males and African-American females that are new carriers of the disease. We are still infected. Our infection rate is still higher than our counterparts. So if we are still dying and getting infected at a more higher rate than anybody else on the planet. And so I just wanted to put a voice to it for African Americans, because again, since it's not in the news and it's not a forefront, people think the disease is over, or Magic Johnson's got everybody fooled with there's a cure, and it's not. And so it's just always been a passion of mine, just to keep the forefront of the disease on top of everybody's brain. And doing something like this ride, which everybody can't do, but is amazed by, 7 days, 545 miles on a bike, it always starts a conversation, and it always lets people know that, hey, this disease is still out there, and there's people like me still fighting for it.
No, that's dope. I congratulate you, sir. That's dope. That's dope.
He's done the ride, and you've done the New York ride. He's done the Dallas ride, DC, and then this one, San Francisco to LA.
Oh, so you ain't new to this. You true to this.
Yeah. I've been doing this for like 20 years, and this I wanted this to be my last ride. And Shawnee always says that, like this, like he's lying, but
Every year he says that this is my last time ride. This is my, and then
because every year after I finish that 545 miles, my legs are like, nigga, don't do this no more.
Noodles.
But I wanted this to be my last ride because of a lot of reasons. Number one, I've been doing it for 20 years. I thought 20 years was a good way to stop. But then the pandemic hit. The ride got bumped back a couple of years, and then I usually, like Shawnee said, I ride with a team, and the team is my family. Like I've convinced, like my wife has always ridden with me. I convinced my brother. He got into it, so my brother rides with me.
So everybody healthy. Jesus.
My oldest son, I convinced him and talked him into it. He rides with me. This year, my niece is riding for the first time because I've been doing this for so long. Now my nieces and nephews want to take over the banner and start riding every year after I retire. So it's like, this is her first year riding. So I wanted to end it. But see, this year, a lot of people aren't riding on my team because this is the first year back from the pandemic. And they're like, oh, I don't want to ride. But I'm like, okay, I'll ride just to make sure everything's okay. And so next year, the whole team is probably going to come back together and ride again. So next year might definitely possibly be my last year riding because I wanted to ride with my whole team one more time. And this year they're not riding. So I'm like, okay, I'm still going to ride just because this is what I do. But next year probably will be my last official ride doing this kind of
Just quickly though, you do anything special to prepare for it? I mean, like you just eat right. Like, how do you get that stamina to ride that long? Like, you're doing a lot of training and preparation for this. I'm assuming a lot. You ain't got to go in detail. I'm not long winded, but a lot of training.
Yeah, I mean, I did like I did back to back this weekend. Just short rides though. Like I do short rides. I do like 30-mile rides, maybe 40-mile rides.
Short rides.
I was gonna say, let me explain to you what training is with Action.
Said short, it just said 30 miles.
Because Action has asked me to participate in this ride.
Yeah.
Like after I beat cancer, he was like, "Oh, Shawnee, you should do it." Went to his house. Him and his wife gave me a bike and everything.
Oh, joy.
Wow.
I started riding with Action. Listen.
Look at that black man supporting black man women. Look at
Action rides his bike about 30 miles an hour. I was like, I can't do this. I could not keep up.
I'm out of breath just thinking about it. Like, what are we doing here?
Look at that black man supporting.
And then I fell on the bike. And that's what scared me. That's what spooked me.
Yeah.
But can I ride? Okay, let me ask you this, Action. This is what scares me about doing that ride. Number one, the terrain in San Francisco and California is completely different than what it is here. In Texas. Hills are different. Can I ride a mountain bike? Do I have to ride the bike with the little wheels and the shoes that click in? Because that's how I fell, because I couldn't get my feet out of the
your feet are locked in. You can't take off the pedal.
Yeah.
You
can.
You
But I
clip.
was new to it, so I couldn't click out quick enough, and I fell.
Training wheels.
Well, yeah, you can't ride a mountain bike on this venture. But the thing about riding a mountain bike is it goes slower than a road bike. So if you want to take that much more additional time on the route, then go right ahead. But a road bike is designed for this type of riding, so it goes faster, it's lighter, and it's you're not pushing that weight, because ultimately you are pushing that weight on the bike. So that's why professional riders get lighter bikes and stuff like that, because you don't want to be pushing all that weight. And then you go faster going downhill, faster going uphill. So
good job. You're touching people. You got Joy says she's crying. You got her crying over there, Action. So yeah, like
I should come to Texas and ride with Action one day. We go out and ride with Action, because we can rent bikes.
Yeah.
If you don't have a bike, you can rent bikes. Y'all should come and we go ride with him and his wife.
Yeah.
If y'all keep up with Action be going as fast as the cars.
Yeah.
Action lapped me twice.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So all your people in the Dallas, Fort Worth area,
please
definitely bowling, come out, support. Like you said, it's only $20 if you want to donate. That would be something nice, or give more. That's good. You got my word.
Any donation, and all donations are acceptable. You can follow me, or I'll be posting pictures of the trip when we go on it, as always, and doing videos. You can keep up with my training right now, because there's a few more weeks for training before I got to ship my bike and get it to California. And so you can follow me on social media and whatnot, and keep up with
Mookie? Is at Mookie on IG?
No.
Who is Mookie?
They thought he was from Do the Right Thing.
Mookie was riding the bike.
go for
all
it.
week we'll have the information here. It'll be posted during the show. The flyer come up, the website will come up where you can go to and just
support
the website, and it'll take you to everything.
Yeah, and then I have the link in my on my homepage on my social media too, where with the same link where you can donate anytime you want to.
What's social media?
Social media is Bullard Paul. I'm gonna take this and walk because my wife. I'm in my wife's office and she can get to work. So.
Hey, Sherry. Good
morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good morning.
Hey.
How are you? The riding team. I love it.
Yeah.
And see, they go the Pelotons in the background right there. Our training Pelotons. See.
That's what Stacy was saying. The spinning. You sit right on it and you ride.
Yeah. We got
stays together.
Yeah, that's what we do the training at right there. We got two Pelotons and we got a treadmill. It's every day. Every day we're training every day, 7 days a week.
Cool. All right. Well, keep us posted. We're supporting everybody. Donate, and I like it. I love it. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, and I'll hit you a little bit later, action, because I got another interview for you.
Okay, cool. Well, let me get out of here because I got to get these girls to school and whatnot. I appreciate you guys. Hey, come on, thank you so much, Jay Black. Hey, Lady Q, we love you.
Don't encourage.
We love you. I love you, lady. Hey, as a matter of fact, Lady Q, can you make me a T-shirt? Make me a T-shirt San Francisco to LA, 545 miles of bus, something like that.
Oh, you don't love me? You telling everybody else you love him, but you don't love me?
I love you, Shawnee. You see that love, Shawnee? See that love?
Oh, media room. He got the shirt on right now.
I'm rocking the shirt right now.
Love it.
Oh, and Kamari loves me too. Kamari, you can't tell everybody you love me.
I've told you I've loved you several times.
I got Kamari.
Please give Shawnee several hugs. She needs some hugs. Please give her some hugs.
Yeah.
She needs some love.
All right, I gotta get out, you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you.
Later. Geez, Shawnee's on something today.
Sounding like Snoop Dogg at the Source Awards. Y'all don't love Media 360. Y'all don't love me. You ain't got no love for Media 360.
All right, Shawnee, are we wrapping up or you got something else?
No, we got something else.
What else?
Chris Paul and his 16-year-old. But for real, Kamari made a donation to Media Room 360, so we're gonna ship out. Do you want me to just bring your shirt? Because I'm coming to New York Wednesday.
When you coming to New York? But I'm in Philly, so
I know she acting like Philly and New York is across the street.
It is. You just hop on the train and go.
Shawnee's coming to the city Wednesday.
Well, I guess you want me to mail it from there, because when we mail it from Texas, sometimes it takes longer.
Whatever's easiest for you. I just want you to feel the love, all right?
Mm-hmm. I need you to feel this a black man supporting a black woman. That's what I'm talking about, Kamari. Because she act like that don't exist. Like the black man is the problem. Thank you, Kamari.
Jay Black is the problem.
Jay
Black is the problem. That's the black man. That's the problem. Jay Black.
Now, what happened with Chris Paul? Like we got our financial rebel here. We could talk about tax stuff. We could talk about everything we want right now. Money, crypto, all the Doge coins, everything else in the world. But we got Chris Paul. What happened with Chris Paul?
Chris Paul and this 16-year-old. So Chris Paul comes for this 16-year-old at the game. So they played Phoenix played the Mavericks yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And so I guess Chris Paul, this is my understanding of what happened. Chris Paul's mom was in the stands or whatever watching. Okay. And the 16-year-old hit his mom. Like hit his mom.
On Mother's Day.
And Chris Paul came after the 16-year-old and said, I'm gonna see you later. And the 16-year-old's mom was grabbing him and trying to hurry up and get him off. I can show you so you can see. This is a short clip. This is Chris Paul coming after the 16-year-old. So yeah,
Johnny, if you don't stop,
that is a. Do we have the clip of where he hit his mom?
I didn't have that. Like the beginning of it is just them grabbing the boy. Like you don't see his mom in the thing. And his mama trying to get him out of there. His little brother too was there because you see him grabbing the mom's purse later to walk off. But what you saying about Chris Paul? You saying Chris Paul was out of line for saying that to the little boy?
I wasn't saying that. I don't care. Any male hit your mom. I don't give a damn. First of all, he can't look at that boy until he's 16. If he did, I don't care. You reckless enough to put hands on my mom is a problem. I don't care how old you are.
Little boy.
And then I'm thinking about
he look older. He looks 16 older.
He could be 18.
He look like a little boy.
He could be 18.
And it depends on what was the hit like. Like, was it an accident or was it a full-fledged hit? And so if it's a full-fledged hit, you hit my mama.
And you wasn't apologetic, sympathetic, and everything that came along with it. And then I'm thinking he probably races in my mind. Like all these thoughts going through my head. Like, what? But yeah, I don't blame Chris Paul. Like, and you act like Chris Paul swung. He didn't even get the swing on him. He just say, yo, he need to let him know.
Listen, you know me. I'm for the smoke. Because I tell kids all the time, with that one, I'm like, you can be 16 or you can be 40. Which one you want to be? You swing on my mom, and that means that you want to be 40. So I'm gonna handle you like you a 40-year-old man.
The media giving them hell. They giving them grief for that. Chris Paul, I know the NBA fine you for anything. Like you can't do anything and say anything to a fan. So I'm sure he may get fined maybe for arguing back.
I don't know if he got fined, and they haven't said Chris Paul and his mom are pressing charges, because my understanding is that the boy, the fan, like Dallas fans or Philly fans, to me they a little unruly. They take it too far. But supposedly he assaulted the mom. That's the word that they're using in the reports. Assaulted.
Well, it's funny. This one report from the Bleacher Report says Chris Paul's mother was physically harassed by Mavericks fan. How do you physically harass somebody?
Physically harassed?
The shade room, is saying assaulted. They're using the word assaulted.
Maybe he kept.
And then his wife was there too.
Hold on, I gotta ask a question now. Is Shade Room official source? Are we using Shade Room as source now? I know TMZ is now.
I use a couple things. It's a couple things, not just them, but yeah.
Yeah, Shade Room, Hollywood, a lot. Jasmine Brand. Well, I don't know about Hollywood. Ever since they cut the Queen, all right. But definitely TMZ. But that ain't. I don't think this is no real story. I don't think that's a thing that people should be in uproar about and giving him any flack. Somebody hit your mom's. It's like Action said earlier. It's on. Like no matter what age you are, and you're a male, you're a guy. What kind of man are you to allow a man to hit your mom? Like,
yeah. And so here it is. And the Shade Room they're sourcing ESPN. Okay, so ESPN is saying that during the game, again, the semifinals game against the Dallas Mavericks, Chris Paul's wife, Jada, and his mother were harassed and assaulted by a Mavericks fan. They say that the fan pushed Jada and Chris's mom.
Oh, so this wasn't just mom. This was mom and wife.
Mom and wife, and they were also attacked as they were walking. You know how fans get mad and they start throwing stuff and doing something. So I guess they identified you cheering,
you clapping because your son doing good, and you don't hear that when your squad losing. But for me, is the little boy mom now pushing him out. Where was she at the whole time he was harassing and assaulting people? She wasn't trying to check her son.
Johnny, don't do that. Don't do that.
He can do what he want. He paid his money. He a fan. Yeah, now you want to hide your hand. Get out of here.
And so I'm not sure if Chris was fined, but he did go to Twitter and say want to fine players for saying stuff to fans, but fans can put their hands on our families. Fuck that. And I think that yeah, that's some BS. And they know people not gonna sit there and just oh, you got that right there. Okay. People not gonna sit there and just deal with you.
Oh, that was Chris Paul. He tweeted it. Okay.
Oh, you put it up? Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
And then if you go down the whole video that they have is there, but you don't see them doing. By the time whoever started taping, it's security going to like break it up, and then so that's why I just cut to Chris telling him I'm gonna see you later, which I ain't mad at him.
Nah, I ain't mad
at him.
Yes, they were white. Yeah, Shawn said not that it matters. I mean, I think race always matters. It's gonna always. It's gonna
because
always
I think
matters.
that little boy, mama, and daddy probably gonna try to sue him.
For what?
I bet
they'll come up with something. That's what I be saying. They teach us everything. They gonna come up with something.
But I bet there's footage of the push somewhere, so they'll be able to get rid of that charge. Because they will probably try to sue.
While this is happening, the mom was doing a child support video about how she didn't need $700 a month.
Hey, but speaking of the charges, I noticed that the guy that ran up on Dave Chappelle is only 4 misdemeanors, so there's no felonies he's getting charged with, and he's
for having the weapon. He gets no charge.
He's getting 4 misdemeanors, and I'm sure he's going to sue everybody that beat him down, from Busta Rhymes to Jon Stewart, everybody that Dave Chappelle said stomped them, because there were so many people. It's going to be some money. He's going to get paid because for that excessive force, and he only got 4 misdemeanor charges. It was just a side.
I don't know if it was excessive force though, but
you broke the man's arm.
He had a whole weapon. He had a whole weapon.
No, I know we showed the weapon, but
I don't know if that's a real case. Well, listen, anything could be a case. I don't know if a judge is going to fine for that guy in that case, but anything is possible. Weirder things have happened.
Yeah, I just know with him only getting misdemeanor charges, can't be that deep of a crime. It ain't no felony. So I know he had this weapon. We posted his weapon, but he didn't have it out. He didn't have it out when he went to tackle Dave. So,
but he tackled Dave, and so Dave can easily countersue. There's a charge there that's an assault charge. So you don't know what somebody's intentions are. And I'm sure Dave has great representation. Great legal representation, so I don't see how he would lose that case.
It was an assault.
That's what I say, Joy.
It was an assault and a weapon. That's a felony. Hey, it wasn't used for that crime. If you got it in your pocket, but it wasn't used,
we'll see.
We'll see. So he going to sue. Shawn. This morning you go see Shawnee also.
Yeah, hey, come on, bring the smoke. You want the smoke? You want the smoke, but that's not being bitter. And y'all call that being bitter. That's not being bitter. No, I am not bitter. I am not bitter.
Stop, Jay. Stop. We're not going back there. We passed that now. We passed that.
What do you mean? Her dude said she needed a hug. She sounded like a hater. What do you mean? It ain't just me.
That ain't for listen. You done got Lady Q in the mix.
Lady Q cut me out.
People felt we was tag teaming her.
She gonna bust in that door again.
Yeah, I don't want to smoke.
Ain't nobody bitter. Wasn't nobody bitter.
That's funny. Yeah. So, all right. Are we done? What time is it? I think so this week.
Well, it's 2:30. You want to do some trivia?
We got. Oh yeah, let's end on some trivia. I love trivia.
What you want to do? You want to do urban trivia, or you want to do? Y'all want to do 80s trivia, 90s trivia, 2000s trivia, 2010 trivia, or urban trivia?
Who knows 2010 trivia? The 90s is our era. The Kamari 90s, right? Let's have some fun, Kamari 90s. Like we grew up in the 90s. That's
whatever y'all want to do. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we grew up in the 80s. We met in the 80s, bro. So we grew up in the 80s and 90s.
I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, 80s and 90s.
80s, you young. There's a difference. Tashambi said 80s. Joy said urban. Mustafa said
we can do a mix. We can do a mix.
Stuart Rogers. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what made your day. Is it Shiny being
Probably
bitter?
me going off. Stuart has known me
Yeah.
since I was probably 8. Like we
Yeah,
know each
she
other for a long time.
when I hear
Congratulations on graduating too, Stuart.
oh graduation, nice.
He got a
2022
double.
graduate.
I think he got a double master's from Alabama.
Anything with masters on it is just amazing. That's a lot of discipline. Yeah,
He got
that's
a
dope.
double one.
A double. What does that mean? You went twice? Like, what do you mean
He
double
got
master?
2 degrees at one time. 2 masters. He did a program, got 2 masters at one time.
Like when I do double credit in summer school, he did it for okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, I know it's not the same, but wow, he did. All right, trivia. Congrats, Stuart. Real talk. All jokes aside, that's big.
All right, here we go. What 80s fashion trend was inspired by the movie Flashdance?
Oh, that's easy.
A, bell bottoms, B, headbands, C, leg warmers, or D, earmuffs?
Leg warmers.
I'm going C. Leg warmers. Let's see what the people say. Flashdance. That was who was the lead actress? The girl, the light skin, Irene Cara, right?
Irene Cara.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Flash. Was it her? Wasn't Irene Cara in Fame though?
Yeah, Irene Cara was in Fame. Flashdance had the song from Donna Summer though, right?
Yeah.
That ain't Irene Cara in Flashdance?
No. Irene Cara was in Fame.
No, it's I think
I'm gonna live forever. I see why Mustafa says that because in Flashdance they did wear all of that. But it is C. Leg warmers.
Leg warmers. Ashley right again. All right, leg warmers. That was easy. That was an easy one. I like that one. That's a good warm up.
Okay.
That was a good warm up for the 80s. I don't know about
y'all should know this. This electronic game was a symbol of the 1980s. Okay. A, Bop It. B, Simon. C, Game Boy, or D, Atari?
Atari.
No.
You say D, Atari?
I'm going Simon. I'm going.
Okay. Jay says Simon. Mustafa says Atari.
Wait a minute.
Atari was the first gaming system.
So here we go. This electronic game. This electronic game was a symbol of the 1980s. A, Bop It. B, Simon. C, Game Boy, or D, Atari?
I'm going with D.
I'm going with B.
My money's on D.
I'm going Simon because you said electronic.
I'm thinking it is B, Simon.
Me and Ashley riding out together. Ashley Newman, we be on it. Yeah, Kamari, she said electronic. You gotta listen to the clues. The key
Atari is electronic though,
but that's different. That's electric. That's not like I don't look at electronic game as I look at a handheld for electronic.
Joy, and Lady Q got my back. If Lady Q said it, you know I'm right. And I dare you to challenge me.
Don't have me. I was born in 1984.
Oh God.
Okay. A portable stereo.
Okay.
Was also known as what? A portable stereo was also known as what?
What'd you say, Kamari?
Walkman.
Wrong. Boombox. But let me hear.
A Walkman. B, a boombox. C, a shoulder radio. Or D, a stereo system. A portable stereo was also known as what?
I'm sticking with my answer.
A boombox.
A Walkman. B, a boombox. C, a shoulder stereo. Or D, a stereo system. I want one now to add to the games. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going with, like I said before, you even gave multiple choice. Radio box. LL Cool J, Beat Street. Bring out the Radio Raheem. The boom box is where that's at. Let's see. Joy said boom box. Ashley said boom box. Shami boom box.
All right, and it is a boom box.
Kamari, I'm killing you on this, Kamari. I am killing
you.
When
I got the answers,
you said Atari. You said Walkman.
Well, I said Walkman before it was announced, and then when it was announced, I said boombox.
And just like in Jeopardy, when you speak up too fast before the question is heard,
we trying to get Alice Trebek on. All right.
I just want to win. Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. In which video game did Super Mario first appear?
Donkey Kong.
In which video game did Super Mario first appear? A, Duck Hunt. B, Legend of Zelda. C, Mario Brothers. Or D, Donkey Kong?
D.
Yeah, I agree. Only because when he said Donkey Kong, I remember Mario and Donkey Kong for that split. Yeah, so I'm going with Donkey Kong. Joy said Donkey Kong.
Joy said Donkey Kong.
I said Donkey Kong first.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yep. I did.
Dude, we need the music. Do 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 do.
I used to have that music too.
Donkey Kong. Well, according to trivia from the 80s, it's C Mario Brothers.
What?
Nah, we're flag on the play.
Wait, you said Mario Brothers was an option?
Yeah.
Well, of course, I didn't even hear it. I stuck listening.
No, but the question was, where did Mario Brothers first which video appear?
And Mario
Super
Brothers.
Mario appear in. Yep. Super Mario.
Oh, Super Mario. Oh, Super Mario.
Super Mario. Yeah.
Listen fully to
Mario
the question and the options. Rocking with Kamari. Jesus.
I'd be a little too excited.
Yeah,
if
you
y'all
had me.
If I watch TV, you should know this. And we all watch TV in the 80s. On what sitcom did Kirk Cameron play Mike Seaver? A. Silver Spoons. B. Punky Brewster. C. Charles in Charge. Or D. Growing Pains.
D. Growing
Pains. All day. The Silver Spoons, that was a good one though. Because you start thinking they all look
on
like
that Ricky.
Yo, Punky Bruce was my shit though.
Silver Spoons, that was Ricky Slater? No,
Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah.
Ricky Schroeder.
He had the big car that drove around the house.
Jeanette said D. Growing Pains. Tam only answers when she knows she right. So I know that's good. Tam, she never put up a wrong answer. D. Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. That is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kirk Cameron, the white boy.
All right, 80s babies. We're going to see who's a real 80s baby and who's really into music. In what year was the first ever CD released? Shit. What year was the first ever CD released? A, 1982, B, 1988, C, 1986, or D, 1984?
I'm going to go with 88.
6. I think I'm going 86.
You 86?
84 is too soon.
Okay. Joy says 82.
82 is too soon.
Zombie says A.
Low key. I kinda...
on Growing Pain. I mean on the Ricky Schroeder show. Silver
Did anybody watch Alf? Sorry, I'm off.
Yes, we watched Alf. Somebody was calling somebody Alf. I think Mike was calling the lady Alf.
You're killing me.
Really?
First CD was released.
I'm going 80. What year? Which letter was 86? What alphabet?
86 is C.
C. I'm going C. You says 84. Why are you doing it in different orders too? You make it harder.
Because that's the way they give it to me on the card. See?
A is 80 what? Let's do it again.
A 1982, B 1988, or C 1986, or D 1984.
It's 4 or 6. 84 or 86. I'm going with 86.
Well, it is A 1982.
Two to Shawn.
Now, but wait a minute. What's the question again? Was it invented or released?
Released. And what year was the first ever CD released?
82.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know what CD came out then.
Why was we still at cassette? We had cassette still, and I guess that wasn't popping then because Walkmans was.
But the CD was invented in 1970 at a time before online music existed. It became the most sophisticated way to store and play music. On the 25th anniversary of its first public release in 1982, it was estimated that 200 billion CDs have been sold worldwide.
I still had the boot box.
Crack it up at Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna switch to some urban trivia for a minute.
Yeah, that's what Mustafa wanted. Yeah, urban.
Okay, let's go to.
Hey, can we just acknowledge that urban is the code word for black?
Yeah, well, that's what Jay was like. This ain't black trivia. All right. So, urban trivia. Here we are. Urban trivia. On the show, The Fresh Prince, what was Will's father's name? On the show, The Fresh Prince, What was Will's
Wait,
dad's
I don't even think
name?
you should give multiple choice for some of these questions.
Okay,
because
but
Kamari looking real confused here, and I don't even think it's fair that he should get a multiple choice. Like you should know this, Kamari. Will's father's name on the Fresh Prince.
I'll say Will as a guess, but Will Senior. But I don't know. I don't know.
That's crazy to me. Wait, let's see if somebody know the answer. Well, I'm sure our people know the answers.
All I remember is the scene was like, "Why doesn't my dad love me?"
I'm not
when he cried to Uncle Phil.
Stacey got it right.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna wait to see if Kamari he ain't got it. All right, give him the multiple choice to see.
Hold on. Y'all gonna stop playing me, man.
Because I gotta take your urban card from you. That's just disrespectful.
You said his father's name, not his uncle's name. She gave her his uncle's name.
You Kamari.
Oh my bad.
Kamari.
Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh wait. You did say father. I wasn't.
Yeah, like what you trying to clown me? You're not in the right damn thing.
I take that.
That's not right.
Because he was only on like a couple
trying to play me, son?
Yeah, because he's going in on you like you know this. I don't even know that.
I
don't even know that.
No, his uncle is Uncle Phil. You're right, not uncle. All right, great. I do need the multiple choice for
rest in peace to my nigga Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Y'all got me all live using the N-word and everything.
Well, I'm just gonna get an answer.
No. What's the multiple choice?
A. Phil, B. Luther, C. Lou, or D. Lawrence.
Shit.
I don't know none of them.
I'm going with Lady Q. Lou is my final answer.
Okay, Jeanette said Lou. Tashambi said Lou. Okay. Guess Lawrence. C. Lou. D is Lawrence. Let's see.
Ashley.
So his name was Lou.
And Ashley? Yeah,
his dad's name was Lou. His uncle's name was Phil.
Man, I would have never got that one. All right, come on.
You owe me an apology.
My bad. I was wrong.
Sorry.
That was wrong.
Going in on you.
I was going in because I'm like, wait, how do you not know Uncle Phil? But clearly she said father. So I stand down.
And then she's like, I'm not gonna put yours up there because that's the answer. I'm thinking that is not the answer.
Yeah, Stacey was like, oh, Phil. I was like, yeah, I ain't putting hers up because that's obviously it. Yeah, we wrong, Stacey. We were wrong with what we heard. But go ahead. Next question.
Yeah, y'all gotta clean your ears out.
According to Tommy on the show Martin,
he ain't got no job.
What does GTD stand for? What does GTD stand for?
Choice. What does G? Yeah, this is easy for all my Martin.
Oh, I got it.
Wait,
the draws.
Yeah,
I had to think about it for a minute. Tommy was that dude too.
Got the draws.
Played Lou. Somebody, it was Ben Breen played Lou.
Yes,
yeah, got the draws. It is got the draws.
Get the draws, dog.
Okay.
Get the draws. He got it. Got the draws. Everybody got it. Yeah, that was a good one.
On the show, the Wayans brothers. You remember that? The Wayans brothers?
I did, but I ain't watched that one that much.
Yeah,
I remember Pops though.
What was the name of the building that housed Pop's Diner and Shawn's newsstand?
Yeah, no clue. Maybe the multiple choice will help.
Okay. A, the World Trade Center. B, the Empire State Building. C, the Niedermeyer Building. Or D, the Sears Tower.
I'm gonna go with C.
I'm gonna go with C because that's just a guess. Because I don't remember any. You would think the Empire, like those other ones, would stand out. So, but
yeah, A, the World Trade Center. B, Empire State. C, Niedermeyer Building. Or D,
so they all said Niedermeyer. C. Okay, all right.
Said I didn't really watch this show.
I didn't really watch it. Yeah. So it looks like it's all C.
It is the Niedermeyer Building. Yes, C.
Everybody got it. All right.
I used to like the lady that liked Shawn though. She was funny. She was on that other show though too. I think it was Traffic Court or Night Court.
Was it 227? Amen. She was on Amen. The dark skin.
Yeah. She used to be funny to me.
Yeah. Good luck remembering her name. Yeah, that should be the trivia. Who was the dark skinned lady on Amen and the Wayans brothers? The security guard and the Wayans brothers. I can
hear her voice. Yeah. Because she was the mom in Friday.
Yes. She cooked all that breakfast. Ain't one give them none. Yeah.
D. Baxter.
And then that's the next question
that's
about
Google.
Friday. On D. the movie Friday.
Oh, that is D. Matter of fact, that's D from
Can Pump It Up?
No, the show in the 70s with Roger and
What's happening now?
Yes.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
That is not D.
I did not realize that was her. Are you sure
that
that's
is
her?
not D, the sister
think
from
her.
What's Happening Now. That is not. That is not D. You talking about no Roger, no Rerun, no Rent. You talking about the sister, little. That is not D.
Anna Marie Horsford. That's her name.
Yeah,
Anna Marie Horsford. That's her
D
name.
From That's My Mama or whatever
I'm
you
like,
said.
that's
What's
the
happening now?
same
Yeah, that ain't her. That's what I'm like, no, that's not. Kamari be all over the place. Sometimes have me crazy.
All right, y'all
Marsha Warfield, is that D? That might be D. Marsha Warfield.
Marsha Warfield. No, Marsha Warfield was on Night Court. She was the no nonsense.
Everybody y'all get y'all black people mixed up.
Yeah, I don't get my black people mixed up. We all look alike.
She also played in Good Times.
Oh dang, I didn't see that. And then here's Danielle Spencer.
Danielle Spencer is D.
Oh, she looked like D right there.
Oh, what you sent something? Oh, in the chat. Let me see what you sent.
Oh, well, on the Wayans brothers. Oh, D Baxter. That was her name on the show.
On the show.
Yes. That was her name on the show.
Okay, I see where you got confused.
D Baxter. So here's the next question. On the movie Friday, what was Smokey's mama's name? A. Joanne, B. Pamela, C. Deborah, or D. Arlene? What was Smokey's mama's name in Friday?
Was it Miss Arlene?
Can I get a lifeline?
A. Joanne, B. Pamela, C. Deborah, or D. Arlene?
What scene was Smokey's mom in? Or did they just talk about it?
She's like in one scene when he went home.
Yeah, because she sent him to the store, right? She sent him to the store to
get
some cigarettes, get his smokes, to get her smokes.
And then she locked him out when he had to
But I don't know that. I don't know that.
Stacy said A. Lady Q said C.
What was it again? What was it
A.
again?
Joanne, B. Pamela, C. Deborah, or D. Arlene. I think Ice Cube's mom talked about her and said, tell.
I think it's Arlene. Tell your mom Arlene. I think it's Joanne.
It's A.
I'm going Arlene. I'm going D. Kamari, we on the opposite ends.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking at the comments. I'm just pulling from the comments.
It's Joanne.
And I ain't gonna tell y'all I Googled it too.
Oh, you Googled
it. All right, so Ashton, you got it right on Twitch. See, I think that's on Twitch. They're watching.
Oh wow, we streaming on Twitch. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Twitch is another one of them. Joy got it. A, yes, y'all A's got it. Y'all A's. Stacy got it. Jeanette got it. All right.
All right. Here's
that was a good
the
one.
last one for today. On the show, Martin, what was his name once he joined the cult? A. Brother Dynamite. B. Brother Polite. C. Brother Rock. Or D. Brother Shaquille Sunflower.
D.
That's Shelly.
When he was talking, Shelly on the Twitch, Shelly Lance. When Martin joined the cult, when he was talking to the Rock, the man that's
with his head of lettuce.
A. Brother Dynamite. B. Brother Polite. C. Brother Rock. Or D. Brother Shaquille Sunflower.
For some reason, I feel like Brother Rock. I don't know why I feel like I remember Brother Rock. It's either C or D. I'm gonna go. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go.
No,
Shelly,
don't be googling. Which one?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with C. I'm gonna go with C. B. Polite. Jeanette says C.
Y'all got my answer right. I said D.
You said D. Like Afro Queen, Joy, Tag, Stacy, Mustafa. A lot of them saying D. Oh, Lady Q says C though. I'm sticking with my C.
That's right.
I'm going Brother Rock.
Rock. Well, the answer is D. Brother Shaquille Sunflower.
Yep. That was a hard one, and I'm a Martin fan. Jesus. All right, Mustafa, you got it right. Stacy.
I think everybody's a Martin fan,
but not Michael Shawn. might be coming at Martin's neck, and I don't get it.
He just said the show wasn't that funny. That's all.
That's coming at his neck. When Martin's such a historic run for us, for our people had us entertained and laughing, and
I think Martin behind the Cosby Show, favorite. Martin is probably the funniest sitcom ever.
Yes, you said behind the Cosby.
Behind the Cosby.
I give the Cosby Show one. I mean, I'm just a Cosby Show fan.
You said for comedy?
For comedy, yeah, that's what I'm like. Comedy.
Yeah, I thought
it had some funny moments.
Hilarious. It was a sitcom, wasn't it? I thought it was a sitcom.
No, the funniest show to me.
I don't think the Cosbys they're not known for the front to back. Martin was front to back comedy. Cosby had those messages, they had the lessons, they had the moments. It was an amazing show for us, represented us, and clearly going to be on a lot of people's radar as the number one overall. But when you think of comedy, I don't immediately go to the Cosbys when I think of comedy.
It was situational
comedy. Sitcom.
Right.
You know what I thought was the funniest? The funniest to me was the Jamie Foxx show. I would
cool.
Watch it and cry.
Was cool.
Yeah.
Braxton had me cracking up.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like the Wayans for me. Like they both was in that same lane. The Jamie, like it wasn't the show you had to be there like the Cosbys and Martin. Like you could not miss that.
So Tashabi says Sanford and Son.
Oh my God, that is I watched reruns of Sanford and Son. Yeah, that is still fun to this day.
Yeah, Bernie Mac show was cool, funny too. But for me, Sanford and Son got too predictable. You always knew he was going to say Elizabeth from Coming Home to you.
But you look forward. It's just like what you're talking about. Willis. You look forward to, then I ain't do that. It's certain things you had to, JJ. Not on mine. It's certain things you just had to see each week.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth from Coming to Join You, Honey, was a staple for us people.
I'm coming to join you, honey.
That was growing up in them 80s. That's funny. Bring me back to when we did Versus. We was going to do a Versus TV show. It says Miami Vice or New York Undercover. Pick.
For what though? Because what I think
Versus you just got to pick. It ain't all that. One? It's complicated.
I'm picking. No. I'm picking New
York Undercover.
New York Undercover or Miami Vice?
Oh, Miami Vice. I'm picking New York Undercover.
Yeah, I'll pick New York Undercover.
New York Undercover. I agree.
Malik Yoba.
I used to have the big crush on a lady cop. What's that? Forget her name.
Knight Rider or A-Team?
Knight Rider. Kid was the man. But Mr. T, I pity the fool was just.
Yeah, I pity the fool and all them gold chains,
So you got to pick a show. Which one? As a kid, when you were growing up?
I'm going Kid.
You had to go with Knight Rider, right?
Knight Rider.
Yeah. Who didn't want the car to talk to you and turbo boost? Like, you had a car. You had the car growing up. You had the car. I had the car. Come on.
Now, all right. Dukes of Hazzards versus Knight Rider.
No, it's still.
Dukes of Hazzards all day.
It was so racist. They were so.
Yeah, but I realized it was racist when we
But I love the Daisy Dukes. I remember the Daisy Dukes.
Nah, the Daisy Dukes didn't do anything for me then.
Yeah,
the car, the General Lee, that car was hot.
And I liked Roscoe Pico Chain.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow, they said Dukes of Hazzard over Knight Rider. Okay, all right. I had Living Single versus Different World. Who you picking? Living Single or Different World?
I'm probably going to Different World.
I'm probably going to pick Living Single.
Wow, opposite ends.
Yeah.
Different World spin off from the Cosbys, obviously. Living Single spin off with Friends.
But Max, I think a lot of with Max and Overton. What was his whole name? Overton. Overton Wakefield Jones. Jones. He was hilarious. Max was hilarious.
And Max and Kyle.
Yeah, Max and Kyle and Khadijah and
Regime. I
remember when Different World had a bunch of very popular characters too, right? That's where Jada Pinkett Smith came from.
Jada Pinkett Smith, Janice, Sinbad,
Jasmine Guy, the girl that played Cree.
Yeah, I knew Lady Q's on a
Like,
different world. Like I said, she still got the VCR tapes. I still don't understand why we got them in the garage. I still just don't understand. Why do we have VCR tapes?
Why don't you get them digitized so y'all can watch them on the
I got
digital?
a box of VHSs too.
Living Single was not a spinoff of Friends. I said that. I know I was being funny.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Living Single was not a spinoff from Friends, but they ripped Friends from Living Single. They totally bit Friends from Living Single.
Yeah, and that's and they stole it. They stole the whole thing from that. Y'all older people are going to say the different world. Oh, wow.
Wow, really?
Oh, okay.
So what's Mustafa like 20?
They both out the same time? I thought I was watching them at the same time.
Mustafa like 36, something like that. Young 30s.
Yeah, I guess he's a little younger.
Mustafa 36.
She's a C. Yeah, it's my niece. Yeah, she's like 30. She's in the mid 30s. All right.
Okay. So now I know how old you are because I remember how many years she said she was younger than you.
I don't know how old she is.
Now I know how old you are.
Somebody say Good Times or the Jeffersons, real quick. Who you gonna pick? Good Times or Jeffersons?
Ooh.
You got to pick.
I'm gonna go Good Times just because of James, the daddy. But
I'm gonna go Good Times.
See, that's your brains. Y'all want to see a black man struggle. Why not see a black man that's rich running things?
I rock with the Jeffersons too, though. Now, who remembers what's the Jeffersons spinoff from? It was a spinoff. Anybody know that?
The Jeffersons was a spinoff. Oh yeah. From the he was George Jefferson was on the White Show, Archie Bunker.
Yeah, Good Times.
Oh yeah, I remember Archie.
I mean, not Good Times.
What was the name of that?
All in the Family.
All in the Family.
So
All in the Family. Okay.
He would call Archie Bunker a honky all the time.
They used to get away with saying honky and Negro. Well, not Negro. The real N word. What do you mean? It is a good comparison. Good Times and the Jeffersons. Yeah, but I
picked Good Times because I like the intro, the song.
That all y'all went with the struggle. Is it because of the damn?
I like James though. I like the.
But he always was struggling. He's a black man that couldn't get ahead.
He was struggling, but he never let his struggle define his character. And so, I think that's something that's needed today. I think that's a
I love that racist too. Yeah, All in the Family. That was straight racist. If you ever watch All in the Family, and that's straight up and down racist.
I like their intro song too.
But good point on James though. Yeah, he never let it define. He always he fought and fought.
And he fought for his family.
And fought until he until he died. Yeah, that's a shame what they did. I hate that part of the theme song. Good Times, everybody.
And I think the Black Jesus episode is classic.
Okay. No, Good Times. Oh, they had a couple classics. The Black Jesus one.
JJ drew it, and Michael wanted to put it up, and Florida was like, "No, you're not putting up Black Jesus. The only Black Jesus, that ain't that ain't the Jesus in my Bible." But now, like when I talk about Jesus now, I always be sure to say Black Jesus. I've gotten into arguments about that. People be like, "Why you say that?" Because historically, we've been lied to.
Yeah, they had a lot of that. Me sitting and thinking about Good Times, from the Penny episode getting burnt to the damn when James died, to Michael joining the Gay Lord, the Vice Lords, the gang, and James had to go down there. They had a lot of dope classic Good Times episodes. Yeah.
And then a woman that was eating cat food, they was looking out for her.
Bookman recently died too.
Really?
Yeah, Bookman. Yeah, recently. I saw that a couple of weeks back, right? Not that long ago. Bookman recently died.
Now go back to Ashley's comment real quick for me. I want to talk about that. Yeah, because she's comparing Good Times to the Jeffersons. So I know some people don't like the Jeffersons because they say black people aren't successful, but they were, and they still are. Not everybody, but there are black people that have maids. So it's both. And actually, the person that made the Jeffersons made Good Times.
Yeah,
they made who? The person that the Jeffersons made what?
Made Good Times. The same guy.
Oh, okay.
Norman. What is his name? Norman Whaler or
something. Norman. Yeah, I know the name.
Somebody, I know what you're talking about.
I forget.
Was he black?
Oh, he was white. But
when they did the live,
they say he stole stuff from a black guy.
Yeah, because he didn't know nothing about no black people.
Well, we could play Norman Lear, yeah, Norman Lear. That's it. Yeah,
they say he stole it from Eric Monte or Eric Monte.
Meatloaf episode was her favorite. I don't remember the Meatloaf episode. What was the Meatloaf episode?
Either.
Good times, yeah.
One of my favorite shows to watch growing up was Fat Albert.
You like School on Sunday. You ain't got no class. That was my favorite line from Fat Albert.
Okay, we could do verses another day, Shiny, because I got a bunch of them that I had wrote down. Yeah, that's fun though. A lot of good memories there. All right, look at the time. So we're gonna do some best. Like I said, people, we've been on Media Room 360 for a year, so we're gonna run some best of for the rest of the remainder of this week. And then there will be 4 streams back starting Monday. Michael Shawn is at the Apollo Friday, New York. We got the AIDS tournament for the action with the bowling. Make sure you donate. What else?
Come play. Purchase a lane. We have lanes still available
in the area. Yes.
Even if you're not in the area, purchase a lane. Thank you. Please and thank you.
My mama had 2 maids. Oh, okay.
2 maids.
I don't know if he's joking or not.
My mama had maids. Are you talking about you and your sibling? Or maids?
When they brought the meatloaf and it was dog food. Well, they thought the meatloaf was dog food. I don't remember. But all right, we out, Shiny. Close the show. Come on. Hey, appreciate your wait. Let me put your IG up. Check my guy out. IG at the Finance Rebel. You still do your show weekly?
Still do my show weekly and working on a daily show right now called The Daily Number Podcast. So that is on YouTube as well.
Big things. Big
The
things
Daily
popping.
Number Podcast.
Yep.
Nice.
That's coming.
Number.
Nice. All right, keep rooting for our Sixers. I know Mike said that they were done when it was 2-0, and he told y'all to bet against them. Hopefully y'all didn't listen because I see the series is tied up. I'm just saying. Sixers in the playoffs. Now is the best out of 3. Let's go. What are you saying? Come on, where you giggle at?
I ain't got nothing. It was a good game last night. They blow them out.
It wasn't a blowout. No, it was not a blowout.
It was 64-50.
No, it wasn't. It was like 11-point lead here, and it was they kept making a run.
The final
116 to 108. That was the final 8 points.
That's a decent blowout.
No, that wasn't. That game was close. It was close, but either way, next week, Jeanette, we'll be back next week. Yes, for real. Oh, he's saying for real, these people had maids. They had money. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of black people that have money. I mean, not to go off on a tangent, but white media always shows black people as always poor. And largely that is true. But there's a lot of people that have been getting to that bag for a long, long time, even before slavery.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to eat my food. I smell my bacon. I love my wife.
Food too.
Oh, wait a minute. She cusses you out and then go makes the bacon?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. She always.
That's love right there.
And she still feed me. I love
Shout out to Lady Q. Shout out to Lady Q.
All right, we out. Trying to take us out. Say a quote. Come on. You got to say something positive. Since Mike's night, say something.
I gotta say something positive.
You need to end the show. We need a quote to sign out with.
All right, listen.
Black women are beautiful. Black women, you are queens. Black women stay strong. Black men,
light bright.
How can I come after that? That's the end of it.
No, that's not it. Come on, you on the hot seat, son. You got to come up with something.
I said black men a compliment. I said black men, you are kings.
You real low. You see, she said the black women are loud. Them black women, you're kings.
I was being soft and not angry black womanish, as you say. That was my soft side.
Well, listen, y'all, the world wants you to be average. Don't be average. Be great. Remember to walk in your light and always be love. See y'all next time.
I got to find the answer.
I was waiting for Shawn to hit the button.
Okay, here we go.
I was waiting for Shawn to hit the button. Like,
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.